So, we're going to be doing 4 rounds today and 3 rounds tomorrow. 3 rounds tomorrow. Every round will be 2.5 hours with a 15-minute hard dice down, and there will be up to 5 extra minutes at random. You will not know the times. We cannot tell you the times. If you ask me the time, I will tell you there is time in the round. Once hard dice down is reached, you will immediately score the game at the end of it. When you do score, if someone concedes, it is 900 points for the concession. Undefeated players today will have a chance to move on to the LVOIS. Currently, it's the top 2, but we'll take up to the top 8 just to make sure the event is full for tomorrow. Other than that, we have staff. There's Matt. Emily is somewhere. Emily's over there. And then Nima.
Sure. I will hold the ceremonial mic, which doesn't do anything. Hey. Oh, does the stream here? Okay. It's more than... I'm Nima. I'm your head counselor, your head judge. We have a staff of amazing judges that have been doing this for years with us now. Timbo, Michael, Robert, Kai, and Jake. We're all wearing yellow shirts. Any of your games, raise your hand, keep it up high, yell out judge or counselor. Wait for you so we can keep track of where you guys need. And well, we're going to be wandering around, and we'll come. If a judge makes a ruling correct, there is an appeal process. You can come to me or have the judge come confer, and it's extremely that an appeal ever changes. Please don't abuse this. Only if you really think that a judge has made an incorrect ruling. Don't have. As this is the regression, it's just about keeping 90% of our calls, honestly, are things like, we can't tell if these manies can see each other. Can you help us out? And we just keep the games moving very quickly. When you reach your table, please discuss terrain. That's one of the most important things. Talk about how does the terrain work? What kind of terrain is it? Can you see through it? To be honest, some of these tables, they have, there's windows in the terrain. Some of them will work much better if you treat them as if you can't see through the windows, just to get a little bit more line of sight blocking. But that's up to you guys. If you call us over for a ruling and you did not discuss terrain, we will make up the rules for you on the spot. The entire floor is now lava, and all your minis are dead. Don't make us do that. If you truly suspect foul play, be proactive, call the judges, we'll keep an eye on things. Don't try to handle things yourself. And again, to reiterate, this is a friendly environment. Please be patient with each other. There have been a lot of rule changes, and we're all working through them, including the judges. So yeah, be patient with each other. We are going to be using the old FFG point system, if you guys are familiar with it. If we have to intervene and issue warning points, you will get 1 warning, or 1 point for a soft warning, 2 points for a hard warning. If you accumulate 3 points throughout the tournament, in that game where you got the 3rd point, you get a game loss. If you get 5 points, you're disqualified from the tournament. So please don't make us do that. And that is about it for the judges. Pairings are going to be up shortly. Cool. Stand by. Yeah.
Okay.
Yoda has push, reflexes, and burst.
Yeah.
Chewie has nothing. Yeah, that's everything. Alright.
You trying to pull up the list?
Yeah, I need to update the chat bot.
Yeah, if you go back to the page you were
Super
just on,
attack, 3
Okay.
you
Joydicas,
should be able to click
2v2s, 1 max squad, 1 max size,
what the
sorry.
icon looks. It looks like
ACMs,
less
2
than. You
max
see the
B1s,
symbol
totally bad,
next to the faction,
and a
the
small
less than or greater than.
B1 with a
Yeah, I
pistol
did
choice.
that, but I just want to make sure I have the right person.
Okay.
So
Scott.
is it Bushfacts?
Yep,
You have
Bushfacts,
radiation
and I believe
cannon.
Scott.
I do have
Darkside
radiation
Williams.
On
cannons.
2 of them.
I do.
Let me double check.
That's a range 2 gun, though, right?
That is a range 2, but everything at the moment is getting very clumped.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah.
So I think, why not?
Oh, I agree. It doesn't look good for me.
It does. It does.
It says Bushfacts
Commanders are
every
okay.
game. Doesn't look good for me. And then somehow he finds a way to win. You'll see the mind game starting.
Oh, I don't know who's red or blue yet.
I don't think they've. This,
I'm gonna take a guess.
We should
I think they're doing
do the setup stuff before we're getting too
Yeah, they haven't
locked
done
into
turn
our
zero yet.
sides, though.
Yeah, no problem. Terrain,
That's another good tip
Yes.
for a lot of people who are maybe doing their first Legion tournament in 2.6. It's actually
Heavy cover all the buildings.
highly beneficial and just efficient.
Shuttles.
heavy
First
cover,
thing you do, walk up to the table, terrain, and then do your turn zero. That way you don't set up on one side and your opponent's like, hey,
so basically all
player,
the
I can
Talk about this terrain here. Yeah, like on the last tournament I did, guy was running Ewoks, and there was a terrain piece that like no other miniature could fit into, but because he's playing Ewoks,
No
they could fit
windows.
into
No,
it.
no windows, no.
Yeah.
So
And they didn't talk
uh,
about it before, so these Ewoks have this huge area they can move into.
blocks.
So
highly advantageous for that person.
Yeah.
Not so much for the other.
yeah, it was not great.
Yep, Scott Darkside Williams is
Oh, we have this. Nice.
yeah.
Let's see if I can get it.
Highly efficient to walk up. First thing you do, talk about the terrain, and then do your turn zero before setting anything up because you might not be on the side of the table you set up on.
We're good.
Saves you a lot of headache, especially if you're one of the what is the infamous 117 B1s.
That is
That's, if that's you, you definitely don't want to have to set that list up twice.
Yeah.
Within the UK, so that I normally not try to do dice. I want to try and do dice, but I thought I'll do some little flags this year.
I've got a pin for you too.
Oh, fantastic!
There we go.
Oh yeah,
Some
I got to hand
leftover
out. I have
from
stuff
last
to hand
year.
out.
Brilliant. Thank you
It's
very
our
much, sir.
Arizona logo.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, when they ask, there's your proof of how far.
Hey, exactly. I'm gonna pin it somewhere.
Scott, put him in the ground. First round, put him in the ground.
I'll try to. Thank you very much, sir.
We've got it on stream and everything.
Hey, no, get out of here.
Nope.
Who invited you?
Hey,
See,
I'll try my best for 0 games practice.
there you go. People have done more with less.
That's true. I'll take primary.
Okay.
If you want to just give them a quick mix,
Yeah.
that's my primary.
Keep those maps out so I don't forget them.
Seeing as how we do have an Arizona height, I am
Yeah.
staking my claim to the Dallas side of this friendly competition
Feel free
between the two
to
groups.
mix mine as well.
Go Dallas. Down with Arizona. No.
Looks like one.
Both groups are awesome. They're Arizona guys.
Primary's
They
the red one, right?
they showed up.
Yeah.
Got jerseys,
Where's your
everything.
advantage?
They look.
My
They're
legit.
all the blue
Oh, the
jerseys, right?
secondaries.
Yep.
Secondaries are there.
Yeah, I think they're
There they are.
14. Yeah, there are a good bit of them.
Awesome.
Alright, so you did primary and then so I flipped secondary.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know if we want to move that because it's on the an advantage. Okay.
So they're flipping advantages. So it looks like we have cunning deployment out
Dodges.
for CIS.
Okay.
Okay. And they are currently on
I will pass.
shifting priorities.
We're gonna flop
I was hoping I had a better camera for this.
So it looks like Bushman bounced shifting for breakthrough. Do we have Scott's list? I know what Bushman's playing. I'm not sure what Scott is. I know he's running Say, yes.
So darkside.
I'll take blue player.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Bushman taking blue player.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah, he seems to like breakthrough.
So we got
he's playing against Count Dooku.
Super tactical.
B2s.
Show them here.
Oh, 3 B2 supers.
Because that's what it's saying, right?
That's what we're playing, yeah.
I wonder if I imagine they can see it.
I'm hoping. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see it. Yep.
Okay.
Breakthrough, cunning deployment, ordnance.
Now I was told not to play breaks.
Turn deployment, I got straight fin.
Oh, straight front. Yep. And then what is
Mark
the
target.
secondary? Mark
Target's
targets.
the secondary.
Mark targets.
And the strafing, the suppression one, or the damage
Safest
one?
suppression.
This is gonna be bloody.
Playing against 3 B2 super squads. And Dooku. This is gonna be a spicy game.
And I got choose side here.
I believe in Bushman. Although I did side with Dallas for this round. I'm bouncing back and forth. No, I find that you guys have. I find that you guys have a nice little rivalry brewing between the two. of
I'm
you.
the farthest. Wales.
Alright, so yeah, Bushman opted to take blue. It does look like terrain is going to play a huge part in this matchup. There's, if we look at the Viva Las Vegas sign, this area just south of it it's very good
all
for
range
hiding
too?
3 B2 super squads.
You have droidicas at range 3.
Wasn't able to give Scott that position.
I'm probably going to take the side you're on. Let me just
No
look one
problem.
more time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fix up the dice
Final
tray.
answer. Will do.
That dice tray?
Yeah, that's what they've got on cam.
I'm down to do one. I have my stuff here if you want to do one sometime later in the afternoon. Yeah, let me know.
Dice tray brought to you by Norse Nerds. Norse Nerds, get all your custom
Yeah,
gaming accessories. TheNorseNerds.com. Thank you for sponsoring your dice tray.
That's a nice case.
Someone who has Norse heritage,
Thanks.
I can wholeheartedly endorse that.
Are you not playing?
And cameras will be moving around and such
Well, aren't you cool?
throughout the game, wherever it makes sense, where the action is not happening.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Told me to mute your mic.
Will do. All right. Thanks.
Which view do you want?
Someone else's attention. How's it going?
let's go.
Oh, you did say Bushfacts is blue too?
Bushfacts did take blue, yes.
Okay, so the red is on the north part of the screen and blue is on the southern part of the screen.
Yeah, I'll definitely walk by again later. I didn't. The hair threw me for a loop. I was like, are you trying to get LJ's attention? Like, do I need to get LJ's attention? I 110% think is it Yoda that
I'm trying to get my thing set up. They set up their stuff.
This is going to go one way or yeah, they're on breakthrough. On breakthrough.
Oh yeah, the lists have not. I have not updated the list yet. I'm trying to update a lot of things.
Like I said, this one's
Got your POIs?
Yeah, I've got one set up. Working on the second one on my side.
Right. Move that across for the POI, yeah?
Huh?
How do you want to move that across that way for the POI?
Yeah, sure.
Because
I'm still.
so 1.5 up, is it? Oh no, 1.5.
It's a full range.
Doesn't have much.
There's only three. Oh, yeah, there's only four.
Yeah, the POI will sit.
Yeah. Right, so it is
I mean, they're
this end.
Did you want to be on the stream, or
I'll probably circle around later.
One up.
If you want to have.
if you want to, you can put on the headphones so you can hear yourself while we're talking.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna figure out if we're playing scrambles first, and then I'll circle back around. But I do
Okay.
appreciate it.
No problem.
So, have fun, guys.
Is Richard Lavery from Crit to Block. We're just chatting about the matchup here on the stream. Oh, that's I like that overlay there.
Just people walking up and or joining in can see what it is.
Yeah, that's cool.
This POI is on the front
So
of
as I
that.
was telling Richard, usually Arc Targets is a really good secondary.
Well, considering they're both like killing armies, it makes sense.
You know, you got those. Doesn't matter how many hits those super squads produce against the commandos. If it ain't in melee, all right, Katarn.
4 across,
Cool.
1 up.
Oh
Get
yeah,
out
I
of
gotta
here.
give them POIs.
Cheers, ready? 4 across, 1 up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah.
8.5.
Our POIs are going to be the red targets.
So that's 3.5 up on that one.
The deployment.
Yes.
All the POIs are at like even intervals. It's just the range that goes into halves.
Is that end one? 1, isn't it?
Coming in.
I said that end one's a 1.
Yeah, 1 from the short side,
Yeah.
and then 3 from either long side.
Yep, got that.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's deployments another half, yeah?
Yeah.
Excellent. Happy with that? Briggs to win that.
Oh, that was exhausting.
It
You
is.
done yet?
I am done, I think. It's only 4, isn't it?
Yeah. Marked targets.
Yeah, mark targets is 2 friendly units, 20 units.
Blue player first. 2 friendly team. So there are gonna be 4 marked targets, right?
Yeah. So I picked
Of each
2,
of us?
you picked 2.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then how many points for
I picked
killing?
2 of my own, 2 of yours, you picked 2 of mine and 2 of
1
yours.
for killing. Okay. So I will choose. I'll choose a normal commando. And you don't have Pierce, right? Just Dooku?
Dooku.
Okay, so normal commando and Bad Batch.
I have got Pierce on super attack, he's got lethal 1.
Okay.
Normal commandos and bad batch, yeah?
Yep.
And my ones?
Oh, right. How many droidica?
I got 3.
I'll take 2 droidica then.
2 droidica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any repair bots?
I've got 1 PK 22 droid on one of the B2 units.
Okay.
So
I'm working on trying to get the list so the chat bot works.
my 2 picks.
It's going to be a few
It's gonna
minutes for
be
that. It is going to be
large B2 unit.
Grand Army of the Republic versus.
It's going to be the large B2 and probably my other B2 unit, to be fair.
It's a large and a normal B2?
Yep, large and normal.
Okay.
My 2 for you will be your 2 infantry units.
Okay. I'm going to throw like condition tokens on them. Some random tokens here. So one of my 3 core units has E gear, environmental gear.
Right, okay.
Just like which one you want to pick, the 2 without or 1 with?
Whatever.
Okay.
I'll pick the 2 without.
Okay.
It saves, there's no confusion then, is there?
Sounds good.
So have they selected marked targets?
Yeah, they selected mark target.
So it looks like
So it looks like he's put tokens.
droidic.
Looks like 2 of the B2 squads got selected for marked.
Yep.
And then the other 2 is droid.
All right. And at this point,
It does have 2
when I have to
Droidicos
do complete the
that he
mission?
added to there.
Isn't it? I thought it was when it came on.
no. No.
Let's see what.
Complete the mission or before any deployments, right? Still in round 0. What? You were close, yellow shirt. Complete the missions are after all the setup like we've got right now, but before any round 1, before command cards.
Yep.
And then we got all 4 of them here. Let's see what we
A
got.
slight nerf.
The setup.
Slight nerf.
Okay.
So we have 2 clone infantry
And you don't have any
and
divulge. At
commandos.
least not that you're divulge.
And then 2
do have a
commandos
divulge.
got marked.
Okay.
I am
What's
divulging.
So we have 2
Is
clone
the timing
infantry, 2
window for it, though,
commandos,
set
and
up?
Wait
two
for it is
B2s.
Or it's
2
activation.
Droidicos.
during resolve setup effects.
Right.
And it's at the start of that. So that'll be now. If you want. And that's the
3 reinforcements.
Yeah.
They're discussing command cards, I believe, that complete the mission.
Giving reinforcements to super squads.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Immediately get set up on the board. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
okay.
So Scott is 10. Bushman's also 10, correct? 10 activations. Oh no, he's Bushman's 9.
Okay, so how much got there? Sorry, I'm just.
we see Bushman putting down 2 complete mission tokens, pretty much on his home points. So Commandos don't really want to move a whole lot, so it's a pretty standard placement there. Going with his other complete mission, so it looks like he might try to make a push for that POI.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Command cards.
Okay, so we have red. Set up.
Got my command card. May the dice be with you.
Not ready.
This will most definitely be
Oh yeah.
match
Are you,
dice.
does it lock you into that one?
No.
Who will get the most crates?
Yes.
So Luminous, and you get the other effect too?
No, I don't get the top effect.
You get nothing, just the
Orders. Just the orders, and I get the bottom effect of the reinforcements.
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw the divulge,
Do you want to roll your dice?
so he only gets the 1 effect.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
I didn't
reinforcements.
know they were doing it down there.
Reinforcements
Darkside
is
go
pretty
first.
Do you know which?
I go first.
Go first.
good. The command cards.
Yeah, what are the command
How does
cards?
So
reinforcements
Bushman
work
played
At the end
Luminous
of the
Beams
round,
away,
I get to move up one
and
speed.
Scott played
at the end of the round?
Means.
At the end of all
Now he did
activations?
divulge it, so he
It's just on the
does not
3 of
get
them?
the top effect,
Only on 3 units.
but he picks 3 AI units that get to gain reinforcements. So, extra speed 1 move at the end of the round, pretty solid. It's going to be real interesting to see how Bushman opts to play this. Does he make an aggressive move, or does he hang back, try to play defense a little more?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, like, they're both super aggressive lists.
Oh yeah.
Like, they want to be in each other's face immediately. So it's really just like who's going to slip up first on, like, where they're going to place.
Yeah. I gotta say, Droidicas they're good. A lot of, 60 points now, 65.
Star Toursies, what are y'all doing there? Okay, so the chatbot has the list. We do that, it'll be placed out. I don't know why it does it in like
Can
reverse order,
confirm,
but
Kevin, the buffets here are quite something.
is there a buffet? The only thing in this is like a one restaurant, and I'm like, I don't have time to sit down and eat something. Like, I need it now.
Yeah, I don't think there are any decent ones here on site at the Rio. But there were. We went to the Golden Tiki last night, and there were some quality buffets nearby.
Like, I asked like a worker here, like, hey, what's some place quick to get breakfast? Like, oh, there's a Chick-fil-A across the street. Like, I guess that's where I'm eating for the next 3 days.
Yep. Yeah, if time is of the concern, probably would want to avoid hash.
Yeah.
It's good.
Like, I showed up there like 20 minutes before, and there's like a massive crowd already. And as soon as they start letting people in, they're letting them in like 2 people at a time. I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, I will not be getting my breakfast.
I just ended up getting like a little pastry that was over there.
There's a subtle art to convention food.
I should have brought more stuff.
Highly encourage snacks.
Which, by the way, if you need any snacks, I have lots of snacks.
Same here. So
Okay.
maybe we can share.
We'll trade.
Trade snacks. Got let's see, what is this? We have some peanut butter monster trail mix, and we have Oops Up Mix, a savory blend of crunchy snacks. For all those wondering at home, less than 1 gram of dietary fiber.
So you're not shitting yourself?
Yeah. 11% of your daily value of sodium per serving size.
My button's there.
Yeah.
So I can't deploy from there.
Oh yeah.
And that's
I was panicking when you handed this to me. So like, what's up with the dice box?
That is yours to keep. For now.
Okay, thank you.
Go right there and take a dodge.
Move dodge. Move dodge.
Okay.
Okay, so
Start with my super attack.
got some clones deployed already. Let's give them a nice little zoom in.
Move.
Just gonna pop in there. He's gonna take dodge.
Oh, we already got the super attack deployed?
And
Looks like he's
he's done.
moving up and taking a dodge. Now this is a generic super tactical droid.
Yeah. Which are still really good.
Now correct me if I'm wrong, this one does not have or it does have
do-
exemplar.
One of the
Doesn't
normal
have
sword.
They all have exemplar. I can bring that up real quick.
I have a couple cones.
I forget the generic.
It does have exemplar. It just says strategize one.
Red base.
Okay.
So
Right.
not a huge deal, but
I mean,
maybe Scott.
with Count Dooku's direct already, it's just like you're gonna have like all orders at all times.
Yeah. Strategize is you can choose yourself with strategize. Yeah. So
Yes.
maybe
Dodge and a
yeah.
aim, but you also get a suppression. But
Yeah.
this droid doesn't matter as much.
And the fact that he's hiding behind a bus. So I think Scott maybe shorted himself an aim there, so he may not need it, but
Is
They will move dodge.
I mean, he's Yoda could jump over that easily, mess him up though.
well, not on this turn. He did play the 3-pip, which won't let Yoda attack. But he could set up to do that next turn.
P1 units.
Would be an interesting play.
So I got this set up for when we're in between rounds.
That's awesome. Meditate we must in between rounds we are. That's awesome.
They'll take a dodge as well.
We have another guest.
Which B1 is that?
Would you like to
With the
introduce
single
yourself?
extra
Yes, with the single extra guy.
Good morning, gentlemen. Richard Lavery.
snap.
Hello, Richard Ravery.
Thank you very much, sir.
Are you associated with any online socials we should be aware of?
I am a part of Crypt Block.
Crypt Block?
We have a
Oh,
blog.
Crit 2 Block.
Yes.
Right, alright. You are the first.
Only his defense dice do that, for what it's worth.
That's.
We will do
I was
another.
gonna say it's the opposite. Only my offense dice do well. My defense do awful.
Yeah, your white dice don't have a good track record against it.
No, but when you roll 86% on your red saves, sir. But yes,
time they're gonna-
thank you for having me.
No problem. Good to have you. We are watching Setup right now.
Excellent.
Super attack there. Mm-hmm. Some cards here.
Super Jack here.
Looks like Bushman's gonna try to cover.
Okay. Any cards revealed? So did we play the reinforcements card? Or?
No, Scott played the reinforcement. He divulged it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
assuming he gave it to the B2 super squads.
Makes sense.
They get free speed on moves at the end of the round. Good.
Very good. Yeah, the change to reinforcements, I think, has been really impactful on the game. The ability to get that little extra reposition move, especially in CIS, who doesn't have as much movement shenanigans outside of Geonosians, is really strong.
And like if you give that unit an order, it's like a move at the end of the round. So if they're the last one to go, they just get that extra move at the end of it.
And it
it also helps them against higher activists where they may have to deploy earlier because you get the speed one after they've already put all their stuff on the board, and you just have more options to work with.
Also lets you stay a little bit safer if you want to.
Yep. It's going to be the tell of this game, I think. Are they both going to play it super conservative, or are they going to get in there?
Which is very interesting because Breakthrough is normally one of the more aggressive objectives in current 2.6. So the idea of playing it a little bit
small
is very interesting.
So you have 3 Droideka, you have big B2,
Yeah.
and Dooku.
Small.
3 Droideka, 2 big B1s, 1 big B2, and 3 Droidekas.
That's all that's left?
That's all that's left.
Oh, that's where they're hiding.
They're over there.
Okay. Nice.
Scott says 3 super squad.
Yeah, 3 super squads.
Yeah, it's 3. That is a lot of range to hate.
The super squads are no joke.
No, they're mighty.
No, yeah, he's got 2 super squad. Wait, no, that's battle droids.
Commando.
No, okay, he has 1.
Take a super squad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's.
And the other one has a PK.
Yeah, he has 1 super squad, his BC, and BCL.
You know, I wonder if the reinforcements got put on the Droideka.
That would make sense, yeah.
That might be right.
Okay, let me adjust the camera.
And you said it's Yoda, it's Chewie, Bad Batch, 3 Commandos, 1 Delta, or no Delta.
Here I can. Can you see that?
Yeah, that is a list and a half right there. Excellent.
And he's got 3 clone troopers with medics. So,
Well, especially in a list with Bad Batch and Yoda and those commandos, you really want those medic charges. You can get a lot of use out of them.
Back here.
yeah, and I mean, commandos are, shoot them one time with
They're
as many dice as you want.
They're going to
Good turn.
Yep.
Take a
And,
dodge,
and the other
stand
thing right now with
Yep.
the increase in
I've
the
got Overwatch on
cost
them.
of the medics, you really want to make sure that those medic charges
just because I don't have any other actions. Double aim doesn't
at
help.
least equal, if not greater, in terms of points for what you're paying for them. So if you spend it on like the clone trooper infantry, you're not getting your money back per model. But if you put a heal charge back on Yoda,
I have
you're making
another
your point.
commando.
And those medics might actually enable Yoda to duel with Dooku until it comes out.
Absolutely.
As long as Dooku doesn't one-shot him, which I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
It happens.
I mean, it should.
It's highly
You
unlikely.
could do the saber throw lightning and really mess somebody up.
Oh, it's saber throw, dude. Okay.
Is that what? I did not check it, but usually that's what. No, there's no lightsaber, so he can't do his
Okay.
his round 1 bomb.
Yeah, he's a little more kitted out to take out infantry.
Ooh, choke is gonna be.
Choke and Delta Squad is pretty good.
Listen, free wounds are good. I know people were saying choke got unnecessarily nerfed, but I don't agree with it at all, especially on Dooku.
I think it's fine.
It was just really, really good when you could take out heavy weapons for free, basically.
It was absolutely no question there. But even now, with the ability to just auto deal 1 wound in a game where clone commandos still exist, the BX squads are out there.
Shadow Collective Mandos, I think they're highly
Mandos.
underrated. Yeah, when you have surging red save units,
It's the best way to get rid of one of them.
Yep.
And if you think about that, especially with a Force user that has Master of the Force, if you're getting, let's say, 4 uses out of that in a game, right?
Yeah.
You are earning back your points on Force choke 4 or 5 fold.
absolutely. And someone like Vader would say, you're choking stuff round 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you opt for the infiltrate, which I think you do. Pretty much
Oh
every
yeah.
case.
Vader has changed so significantly with what you want to do with those command cards.
What's up, Dave? Nope, not doing the GT. I'm in the Saturday event, the Invitational. So we're just hanging out on stream. We got Endless joining us.
Good old Yevon base. The OG.
Yep.
Is he the biggest
Yep.
Legion streamer? I'd definitely say so.
It's safe to say that. I mean, Dave's done a lot for the Legion community.
Oh, absolutely.
Without his streaming, you know, I don't think we'd be quite what we are today.
So that was, we double moved that B2 squad into that corner. That's a play after my heart. That is Russian
And
to the T.
Keep in mind, Yoda can't attack this turn.
Oh, did he play Luminous Beams?
He played Luminous. So
Okay.
he's free from a Yoda lightsaber.
But
Now,
wherever he drops is going to have a ton of aims and dodges and whatnot.
True.
he's not free from Bad Batch.
Right. Not free from Bad Batch. Also not free from Commandos dropping in with those eight black dice.
Yeah.
With the aim support from Yoda, that's a significant attack.
Yep.
We got the
This is-
commandos dropping down.
Is this Delta?
Does he have a Delta? They do not have a Delta, it's just 2 commandos.
Looks like Bushman's going to opt to just start laying into those B2s. Which he's got to get started at some point. Yeah.
You really do, because the BP2 with heavy is, 8 models at 2 wounds apiece, so 16 wounds, red saves.
Yeah. And then with the ACM, it's 17 dice. 14 black and 3 red. Not a dice pool. Now, commandos don't care, really. I mean, for one shot.
Right.
So, I think commandos definitely want to stay away from Dooku. He'll eat them.
Dooku eats a lot of things up right now. That gaining surge on defense, such a beautiful buff for our Sith Lord.
As someone who played the old man as much as I think I could in 2.0, I have to say, I really like the Dooku changes. He does feel like before he was kind of a wet noodle in melee against, especially Anakin and Obi, and other Jedi. Yeah, he would hit a little harder, but he could just go down to the stiff breeze, without surge access. Then you have to take a 15-point upgrade, and then you have to justify, okay, now I got to take other stuff that wants surge tokens. So I just love everything AMG did with Dooku.
Absolutely. The surge on defense, the direct, it's icing on the cake.
And he might be 5 points over or under.
I'm happy with that. I'm fine. I'm cool with that.
If anything, it gives you more
If he
information.
had steady, I would
I'm
agree
all
with you.
good. It's all good.
That's my one dream.
Oh yeah, they did give him
It looks like they're pulling back the...
No, you've done that now.
Oh, we're not. Okay, so we're not committing to.
I
I
would
tried
try
to listen
not
to that,
use
but
that.
No problem.
he's okay with pulling them from that infiltrate. Not sure what happened there.
Is it range 3 for Yoda's chairman?
Yeah.
I don't think it was a committed action.
I don't love it.
Kind of measuring things out as options.
Given everything, they don't like Yoda very much.
Yeah, I think what he might be opting to do is he might opt to take the range.
I mean, you want to get some whittling down into the B2s before you have to fully engage them.
Yeah.
But they're going to be that POI next turn.
Yeah.
And you have to find a way to shift 16 red saves.
And that could be a good. I mean, Yoda's throwing 8, Pierce 4 if he double attacks. 2 also attacking. I mean, he could burn him down.
But not in one turn.
Yeah. I think
And that's 2 for Yoda.
a bad Batch play where double moves out with steady, and then Yoda moves on the board and guidance is like that. But we'll see.
Yeah, I can see that. How do you feel about Hunter's Knife as a card?
It's okay.
The couple times I played against it, like it didn't come up as often, but of course, like we were playing more longer ranges when it came up.
Sure. That kind of issue of you don't want to be at range 1, but also you kind of want to be at range 1.
Yeah.
I mean, everything in their kit allows them to be in range 1, but you don't want to be.
You kind of want to run that range 2 on the edge of the field.
Yeah, running back and forth. Or
I will say, if there ever was a unit in Legion to just clean up on janitor duty, right? You got one guy over here you need to eliminate, crosshair.
One at a time.
Done. Yeah. One guy over here, Connor. You know, now he's what, a 50-50 chance?
Yeah, he's a 50-50 because it's black offense, snow, surging.
You know, you got to split. You know, Wrecker shoot this guy, Crosshair shoot that guy, Hunter this, and then everyone else. I mean, you could theoretically remove 4 units, depending on what their health is currently sitting at.
Absolutely.
And the unit has sharp 1, right?
The unit has sharp 1, yes.
Yeah, so it with critical 1 and high velocity and pierce, Crosshair is pretty much guaranteed to just. There's one wound for you right there.
Yes. As long as you can get line of sight.
Yeah. Now, Crosshair doesn't need to see.
And is it a big one that has the
He
map
does.
kit?
He would still. You would need
he's
Hunter
like
and
part of
Crosshair to be able to see.
Okay.
Because the unit leader has to have line of sight, and the model targeting still has to have line of sight with a range attack.
Yeah.
Which I think it's worth having a conversation. We're seeing these at the tables across the convention hall right now. The community is really reacting in terms of the amount of terrain that needs to be on the field for 2-6 right now, and we see a lot more dense and heavier tables than we were seeing this time last year.
Yeah, like people are like calling it like a European tables versus American tables.
A lot more European tables. Now, granted, there's still a few open tables, but finding that range 5 clean line of sight hard. It's a lot harder than it was, 6 months ago.
They're a bunch of white dice.
And that does further incentivize. Okay, just load up with range 2. Even in my army, just that's kind of the sweet spot. Because range 2 is effectively range 3 with a move shoot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So the game pretty much functions in a radius of what can I do within 18 inches of this space. It's moving.
And that was 2 moves.
Shooting.
That's a double move. Just so I swarms and
So I definitely think
Now, I
major
know
decrease in
you're coming
range
out
4
there
range 5.
so that I
Not
should,
to say they're not still good.
but I think I still take the bait.
Look at those B1s. They just double moved onto them.
It looks like it. Well,
It's just a horde of new ones.
I think we know what kind of game this is going to be.
Listen,
And I guess he's going to be committed to that side of the board if he's already got like where
that's
one
my
B1
kind of game.
goes, the rest of them are going to probably follow.
Absolutely. That is that's my game to the T. Like let's get in there. Let's start throwing dice as soon as we can. Unless they're Austin's dice, then I don't want them to be thrown because it's just all pain every day.
Well, I'll have you know, I've only got 1 unit rolling red dice this weekend, so hopefully he retains all of their potency. Everything else is white dice.
Okay,
Listen,
so is this for real? Clone Commandos this time?
Yep.
Looks
I
like
think
it.
this is for serious. Oh,
At range 2 here.
looks like he's going out for B1s. I will say,
Scattering the
B1s, while not
First
as
action shoot.
bad as I think some
This time,
consider them. I think they're a necessary evil. They're cheap actions. And
Listen,
CIS. Coordinate's still good. They help your orders.
No, I think that is heavy cover.
You
as
do,
soon as
if you
one
get
move has
opportunities to
heavy cover.
target them, I do think you take them.
So you can get 6 naked B1s for 228.
Yeah,
That's 6 acts that are always going to have an order every turn. It's effectively 6 pass tokens to walk onto the board. And you have 772 points.
They're still great objective pieces, and there's a good shot.
Are in range of my grid.
Ooh, that's
At range 1, okay, so they are at range 1, so he's getting people 2.
that's good because that's
So we're spending
50% blank. That's not the conversion you want to see.
Spend 1 Yoda aims.
Wow.
Not spend. Just 4.
Want as many hits as you can.
Yeah.
together.
That is a
Yep.
far below average.
You'd expect 6 off that.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, with the white dice.
The white defense dice giveth, and white defense dice taketh.
Oh, they certainly do.
I am scattering them though. Yep.
Okay,
Oh, so that's Delta.
scattering a full B1 squad.
Yeah, yank them out.
Which way do you want them?
Yank them out to
I want
range
them out
one.
of cover.
That's huge.
You want them out of cover?
And there's the players saying they want them out of cover.
Oh, that's a super super B1 squad. Yeah, that's actually.
We're gonna kind of like
I think
a
that's
couple
kind
max range
of
there.
one of those nuanced interactions where scattering a super squad.
Very underrated.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, like now it's like it's even larger now, right? 'Cause it's half range.
yeah, at range 1.
You can pull them out of cover wherever you want.
That's the
Pull them
leader.
out of cover. I mean, you're effectively gaining an entire range band as well.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Darth Vader with his scatter. That's like basically like a force push now, like
Oh,
on the super
absolutely.
squad.
and you know, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Operator.
Oh, absolutely. And
Operator's always been the best. I mean, like there's some nuance.
You heard it here first, folks.
But, like-
He's always been the best.
Blizzard Force hasn't been the same since.
Ollie, if you're listening, suck it.
That's why like Blizzard Force isn't as good anymore because you can't take Operative Vader, right?
Yeah.
I think Blizzard Force is suffering from
They have a way to
in
get it
old
back.
Legion before 2.6. I think that's
Yeah,
the reason.
recharge.
I think in current 2.6, Blizzard Force is suffering from a few things. One of that being speeder bikes are a little bit overcosted right this minute, and Empire speeder bikes haven't seen a card update yet. And so
You need like agile
they need something.
or cover 2 native.
80 points for cover 1 can never upgrade the cover, surging white defense, 3 health apiece. It doesn't have the sustainability that it used to in old Legion, and so running 4 of them is, 320 points for something that's, double rainbow with surge to hit, usually with a little bit of aim support. You're looking at 4 or 5 if you're lucky. It's just not what it used to be, dice pool wise.
I mean, I'm all for that. Days of Blizzard terrorizing the Legion community. It did its damage.
Second unit B2 double move.
There are some. One of the things that I appreciate most about 2.6 right now, especially since the community has gotten away from the 501st art spam, thanks to the points increase, is the
Much needed.
Much needed.
That was
Crucible was a nightmare.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
Yeah, 3 501st lists in the top 8 that I had to play back to back to back.
Yeah.
It was awful. But no, the list diversity out here on the field is incredible. The amount of triple ATST lists are insane. There was one individual.
LSD is really strong. I have
yeah.
at least like once per stream, like the last couple turns, there's always been a triple ST list. Now, granted, it's been the same player, but
Sure. I think there's like 3 players out there this weekend that brought it. Because I
The
think
GT or the
for the GT Invitational, I haven't looked at the list, but the GT, I think there were like 16 ATSTs that were brought across the field. Like that wasn't the case this time last year.
No.
There's one list out there that's, I think it's Anakin, Bad Batch, R2D2, and 2 Saber tanks. Like
it's a skew list. But like, if you don't bring any impact, like
you're
there's
in
nothing you can do about it. Like almost, yeah.
And the community has really moved away from impact because so many of those impact weapons, the rockets that used to, exhaust, you could move exhausted, are now cumbersome.
Yeah, droids cumbersome now.
The droids one, the clone one, the
Can't
Empire
use it turn
one.
1 unless they have garrison. Yeah, it's rough.
And they're still great heavy weapons, but the action economy is not there with cumbersome.
Because like you only get 3 rounds if you're lucky, and that's only 6 actions for that unit. Like,
Or you have to shoot, then move, so you're missing out on aims, and the name of the game has always been efficiency, right? Yeah. Like you look at the players that are trying to play at the top end of it, they are mitigating dice variance as much as possible, and that's just kind of what they lean into.
Yeah. I think we got a Bad Batch placement here.
Was Bad Batch just going right for the B2s?
I think so, yeah.
It looks like touching that terrain, maybe.
So he's going to
cancel
deny cover. I think he may also be at, or no, Hunter has to be
Hunter
at range
has to
1.
be at range 1.
Yeah.
But it's
Is that the hunter roll?
yeah, I believe that was the hunter roll.
They're a hole in the desert boom.
Yeah, Bushfacts black dice are not cooperating.
No.
Also,
Listen,
the moving up and the moving away.
I'm convinced. Oh, I wonder if
yeah.
he moved up just to throw the knife, and then they're moving back out of range to shoot the B1 in the open.
I think so, yeah.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll really help later, but it's.
Every wound you can ship.
Yep.
I mean, that,
Well, or not.
and hopefully, like Bad Batch can go first next round, and then.
I think.
Wait, no, don't they get steady? So shouldn't they be able to move up, shoot, and then
Yeah.
fall
So
back?
it looks like they. It looks like they moved up, threw the knife, and then we're moving back. And I'm expecting the steady shot to be coming now into the B1s.
And I think I agree with Bushfacts on this too. Like
B1 squad
going
that
for
is now in the open.
the way his
Oh, they're
openings
shooting the
out-
B1.
Yeah, going for the B1s is the play.
I have 2 aims
Because
from moving twice.
You don't know what his residents are going to do.
And precise
commit
one.
pretty much there. And you,
And
you
I
have
have
2
cash
units
aim.
rushing
Cash
point.
dodge.
You want to take the easiest one to get off the board.
Now, I think it's covered up by the dice box right now, but I believe one of those B1s has a rad cannon.
Yes.
If I saw them on
Yeah,
the
they do.
Rad cannons also got to go.
Yeah, rad
I
cannon,
would there be
biggest
half
threat
the
to
squad
red save clones
was
there
that?
is, honestly. Besides
would
Pierce.
It's like a built-in Pierce
Well,
one.
and
if you
Yoda.
get a wound.
Because I'm within half
Boss,
of the
not seeing enough table time right now.
But more than I've got
Just
like
saying.
9 of them
on the leader, yeah?
Okay, I'm
On the
being
leader.
shushed, audience.
Okay.
Bring out your bosses.
Bosk
I mean, you can check
Don't play.
That's right. Yeah,
What?
happy program.
from there on.
What am I to say right now? I'm
We have
bringing
to keep some secrets.
4, 5, 6,
some
7, 8.
See,
Yeah.
no, we do things differently at Crit to Block Austin. We share all of our secrets with our audience.
Dave, I was
Thank
just
you. Thank you, Dave.
I was saying that tongue in cheek because I have a spicy secret boss list, and no one wants to play it.
I'll play it. I'll play it every day, Austin.
Just bring into all your suppression lists.
Yeah. Yes, he is 100. He 100% slots in the suppression list. Krennic, Death Troopers.
Okay, yeah, Empire.
Like Death Troopers might still be a little
They just
overcosted by
can't-
5.
Yeah.
But
They can still
I'm wondering if they're going to get an upgraded card that's going to make them feel better.
we got a couple. We
That's
got
very
one of the
cool.
white dice hit. It's always good when you see white dice hit.
Hold
on
on.
the initial.
Bad Batch doesn't surge, but they do have surge tokens.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of tokens that can share.
They will
Yoda's on
spend
the
their
board,
first
right?
aim. Their second.
Yeah, if he is, I don't see him. Oh,
Ooh,
there you go.
That's what you want.
Spend 1 Yoda surge
Okay, so yeah, Yoda definitely has to be on the table.
for the 3, 6, 9.
9, drop one from dodge.
Yes.
So 8.
It is Pierce 1.
8 Pierce 1.
That'll probably be 8.
Well, see, I would have agreed with you if we didn't just watch the B1s roll with 2 saves last time.
Yeah.
It's alright, he got it all out in one. Pierce one?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yep.
Not the squad.
Not the squad.
Not squad,
But
just like one guy
significant.
2, 4, 6, 8. It should
Enter
be
the-
4 models left.
Yep. Enter the world of, and that does help. That if you're cutting down on the dice volume with the rad cannon,
Yeah,
now
it's
it makes it
less
less
likely to
sketchy.
get through.
Yeah.
But getting a poison onto Bad Batch, that's the Rad King dream,
If you
right?
take a wound, maybe you put the poison on record, and then you still have.
Well, it puts the poison on the squad.
Yeah, but you put the wound on Wrecker, and then the poison would
Then
trigger
it's two actions.
hit Wrecker, and you'd still be alive. And then you
Just
just
assuming you're getting more than one wound through.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, if that's like if you're only taking one, you put it on Wrecker. If you're taking 2,
Well, so what's the expected here? So 14-man B1 squad with a Rad Cannon is rolling 13 white, 2 red. So 13,
Yeah, 15 dice.
it doesn't surge, so 2 times 13 is 26 plus 12, so you're looking at 48 divided by 8, you're looking at 6 heads on average. So
And or crits.
yeah, six dice that you're rolling into. So covers.
And with surging red saves, you take 2 on average.
Well, the thing is, you have to factor in cover first. So if they're making, let's say, 5 cover saves, you're taking, let's just say, 1 away. So you're forcing 5 saves.
And that could be no wounds, could be 2, could be 1.
It's like what, 1 2/3 of a wound.
Yeah.
So if you round up, it's about 2 wounds on Bad Batch. So that's something though. You got to get those wounds on Bad Batch.
Yeah. I'll say there's the decision making still exists. It's in a different form, right? Do I take? I think now more than ever it matters. Okay, do I take this 1 wound on tech, or do I take it on wrecker? Like if you're taking 2 and you have a poison coming in, do you put the 2 on wrecker?
Oh,
Thanks.
Jordica's going in wheel mode.
Wheel mode. Oh, yeah, he's set up for everything.
Yeah.
Droidekas is this one of the marked target Droidekas?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he only has... Oh, wait, no, I don't. He has 3 Droidekas. 2 of them are marked.
I'm curious.
So especially now that Bad Batch is gone.
No, this is not one of the marked ones. It looks
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But... Yeah, because I think he grabbed it from the card that didn't have it.
I mean, still not. You get 3 wounds in, and you remove the model. Droidekas are far less potent if there's only 1 of them.
I mean, that's true, but there's nothing really to threaten taking the Droidekas right now with Bad Batch.
You don't have to blast gun on the B2s, right?
You know?
Yeah.
Like what's realistically in that list?
So they're rolling.
Maybe a range 2 shot from Commandos could chip some damage on, but they're sitting on cover 2 right now.
You want me to
So
shoot
the
them?
range 3 to 4
I
shot
wanna
isn't
shoot
doing
too.
much from Commandos.
Yeah. And Scott did block the B1s off from that angle with the Droid. Well, actually, if they're in ball mode, they're shorter. So you could see it, because the silhouette when they're in ball mode is
Yeah, a little
lower.
bit shorter.
So yeah, so no, not quite blocked off. If they were standing,
A really difficult thing to remember and change out with the models sometimes. Droidekas are one of those interesting models that based on how you build them and whether or not you put basing material on their stance really changes the nature of how they play.
yeah, and it's maybe they could notate, whatever the intent is with the unit. Yes, this unit is in fact, we have a clear definition, it is in fact taller than a mini silhouette.
I would.
It does block line of sight. That way, anyone can build it how they want.
Yes. The hobby aspect doesn't become the defining factor. Because spider droids are another example of a unit that, depending on which leg options you choose to use, it either blocks a silhouette or it doesn't block a silhouette.
By
whether or not
very little.
enough that basing material, just even a little bit of grass flock, is enough to raise it above the height of a silhouette. And I'm of the personal opinion that players should not be, I'm trying to think of the right word.
Like modeling for advantage?
Yeah, well, it's not just modeling for advantage, but players shouldn't be put in a position where they have to choose to whether or not to model for advantage based on how they put their model together. If you have options, you just want to build the option that looks the best to you, without regard to how that's going to be affecting the rules. Like we've seen in the past, I've seen in the past at least, Austin, I imagine you have ATSTs that are on like 1 foot standing,
fully extended.
Yeah, fully extended,
2
like
feet
3 to
tall.
4 inches taller than a normal ATST.
The literal Eye of Sauron. Yep.
Yeah, and the only
I
reason
think we have some clone infantry.
Okay. Dropping down, maybe trying to finish the B1s.
Yeah. 5 black dice. Got aims. Or you have 1 aim. Search token. No, 2 actually.
Most of the offensive dice coming from Bushfacts right now, and the clones. That looks like a very good roll. Do we know if this is into the Droidica or the
Do you have a
or the B1s?
droid somewhere?
That almost looks like
B1s.
Okay, it was B1s.
Yeah. Which is surprising because the droids don't have their shields at the moment.
They don't, but they do have cover 2. So
Well, I mean, he got rid of the radiation cannon, so
he did.
it's, all,
So
it's got value.
that B1 down to just the unit leader. It looks like.
A lot of shooting from clones so far, not so much from droids. But it looks like pretty much the A story is going to be on this right side of the field, and then the B story is going to be on the left.
There is more on the left side of the field from the CIS player than I would have expected, given the initial push on this right side. Yeah, look at that, another Droidica coming down.
That's not legal. Right, you can't land on top of
Right, you cannot land on top of the POI,
But it's up to the players to
but that's up to the players to catch or judge walking.
The only thing I have left
Thank you.
is Delta.
Us casual observers
Yeah.
can't say anything.
I may comment on it and may say things later, but
I know a lot of players are still getting used to 2.6 rules. You know, not everyone has played in half a dozen tournaments or is out playing 2 games on a Thursday.
the average
night.
player is lucky if they get 1 game a month, right?
Exactly, and so there's some of that nuance still out there that you're going to see players make mistakes.
Yeah.
How much cover do you have as a...
Like POIs give cover now. Like it's hard to remember that.
And exactly. So there's definitely a level of grace that
Two-inch
needs to be
target,
given to
there's still one
players,
more
whether
Yoda
that's a
aim.
YouTube video or on stream or something like that. Of where humans we make mistakes.
Oh, they have shields on.
We have clone commandos. They moved up. Looks like they're shooting on the
Shooting.
droidicas.
Not with their gun, just their standard gun.
Okay, just with the standard
Double black already.
Oh, this is Delta. If it's double black, it's standard.
Add the droidicas. Yeah. And I don't think you're not at range, my friend.
Where is the clone command
First aim.
tokens on the field? That's something I haven't quite seen yet. There's one there. There's one there.
Second aim.
Let me back it up a little bit.
And Yoda's last aim.
Oh, looks like it's by
the other
lower
POI.
POI.
Okay.
So we got 5.
Cover for 5, yeah.
It's right here.
Yep.
Take one off.
So 7 more.
7.
7. That's some good conversion from
There's 5.
those offense dice.
2 more.
That's 6 moves, right?
6 moves.
That is.
That's one droidika.
Big 3 healthy.
So yeah, 3 healthy.
I left to go to the bathroom, come back, and Bushman's
Yeah.
dice got better.
Delta finding 8 into the
Nice.
into the Droidica, some off for cover, and then
Blanked everything.
yeah, blank everything.
That's huge. That's that B1's also prime.
That's all mine.
Hunter
yours?
territory for next
Yeah.
turn.
Absolutely.
This general side over here is looking kind of good for Bushman right
Droidicas.
These Droidica coming in a little more conservatively than their brethren.
now. Yeah, I thought he was maybe gonna leave them in speed 1, so they still have their shields.
I mean, it's a giant base, you know.
Yeah.
With
Reinforcements.
They will bring else.
breakthrough, you're
Come on,
already
we got
like
it for
within
shield
range
tokens.
3. Almost.
Yeah.
Dooku, where you gonna go?
Big question there. Dooku, where are
Does he have burst?
you? He does. Yeah, the old man can cover a lot of ground. is definitely making a push on that side.
I believe that's the last activate. Oh, no, he's still got some red stuff. I forget they're really close on activations here. Clones only have 9 activations, where Void's have 10.
Yeah. Yeah, that might actually be his last activation. Because I Bushman went first, and being down an activation without a pass, that would give droids the opportunity to go last 2 things.
Which advantages? Oh, that's ordnance.
And then when I get my
How have you guys found ordnance?
It sucks for range troopers. I've literally had like half a squad of range troopers taken off the board because of ordnance.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
It's hit or miss. I really like bringing it as the kind of flex third option in lists that I'm not bringing a lot of impact to kind of help me cover that basis. Though, that's not a. It's a speed one move, not a push move action.
Push action. He caught it.
He did. Okay.
It is easy to get that confused.
Yes,
it is easy to get that confused.
Because a climb is a move action that results in a speed one move.
I mean, even
I'm
for
more happy
Judge,
to check on that.
Nemo's right there.
Call.
the speed one move from reinforcements,
Can you climb?
line with it.
I believe the answer is no.
I also firmly believe the answer is no, but it's not.
If the answer is yes, then that opens the can you force push someone up or down?
correct, which is not great.
Yeah, they confirmed it. No, you cannot.
We while you're gone. Oh, there's Dooku. Oh, look at that red cape. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
While you were gone, we were having a conversation about players catching mistakes and our inability to influence games by catching them. There's a Droidica sitting on a POI on the left side of the board.
Oh, yeah. Which, I mean, if you look at it in the grand scheme of things,
Doesn't matter. It doesn't influence the game at all.
yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not able to do this movement if he's there. I mean, he'd be adjusted maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
if this was like really congested and it's
Right.
this is one of those like choose your battles. Like you don't want to be even in a competitive sense. You don't want to be like you're doing an illegal move. Just like hey, just so you know in the future. Now, again, if that was like congested, hey, you can't actually sit right. But this is something I'd just be like, yeah, just let it ride. Nothing's going.
Oh, absolutely. There's a very, especially when you're playing in a tournament setting like this, right?
Yeah.
Players are gonna today. It's 4 games,
Yeah.
so you're gonna
they
be
got a
playing
long-
until about
long
11
day.
p.m.
Yeah.
You gotta have some level of grace
Yeah.
for your opponents throughout all of these games.
Yeah.
People are gonna be tired.
Well, again, and this is also Vegas. Who knows?
It's also Vegas. Everyone was coming in. We weren't back until like 10:30 last night.
Oh my!
It was a time.
I would.
Some people have driven like multiple hours to be here,
Oh
probably.
yeah. Some people just arrived this morning,
Yeah, that's insane.
and we had a 9 a.m. start.
Yeah. What I would.
Didn't get breakfast because breakfast was insane to get to.
It took us 45 minutes to get through Starbucks.
Cue the
It was
snack
crazy.
bag.
Cue the snack bag.
I was half tempted to drive over to the Chick-fil-A that's just like across the street.
Honestly, probably would have
Probably
been faster.
the move.
No. Starbucks, yeah. For a drink and a sandwich, 45 minutes is Listen, I appreciate that there were a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I was a little sad.
Yeah.
Got to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow for breakfast, given that I actually have to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the little restaurant thing. I don't think it's the move either because it's a sit-down restaurant.
Unless you want to show up at like 7 a.m. in order to.
But you got to show up before that because they're lining up way before
Really?
they're open.
See, I was waking up at 7 a.m. this morning. I wasn't looking at the lines.
I completely missed the.
Looks like we're just cleaning up.
No, they play command cards.
So we do what we do.
Yeah,
We do what we do, and I just don't know. I'm gonna yell at them really quick.
Did you put it on Delta Squad, or did I?
You stuck it on Delta.
On Delta and the other?
You stuck it on Delta and Bad Batch, and I stuck mine on the 2 infantry.
Okay.
Yep.
What's your command card for the round?
Yeah.
Push.
Push.
They were just asking.
Oh, they didn't see it on stream, did they?
Okay, so I get a couple more tokens.
No problem.
So we have push. This could actually be
And then you're first.
in terms of flipping activations. If Bushman's able to eliminate, so we already eliminated
2 each,
one activation,
and Wrecker's
and he's going to go
3, so
last. So they're even now, 9-9. If he can eliminate that B1 and do something effective with Bad Batch, he could get to the last one, which could be big on a turn like this, where Separatists have to commit to, okay, are we pushing or are we defending this turn? Because he has to commit 2 moves, right? In a 2-move disparity.
I think the big B2s and Dooku are just playing as strong a defense as possible right now.
Yeah.
I think Separatist players are really going to be pushing down this left side to try and take that POI, because their right side gave last turn. And the majority of Bushman's army seems to be deployed in that back right corner.
Yeah, it does look like these guys. I think the only unit on the left side CIS can get is probably the Droidicas. I don't think
Droidica in wheel mode can absolutely get there with 2 speed 3 moves.
Yeah.
But the B2s and B1s coming in to start threatening is going to be the real issue.
But that might be enough time for Bushman to kind of get up here. And then
where's the green frog?
He's like down there.
He's down there.
Yeah, he's staying very far away from it.
That's a very neutral location.
I mean, I guess he could go either
And
direction.
keep in mind, Bushman also has a squad of clones here as well, kind of splitting the difference. Which,
just regular clone troopers.
yeah.
So he could reinforce the left side, but again, those Droidica just need to survive.
Yeah.
Which, well, Delta showed us how hard that can be sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's now, if shields are up, it's going to be a lot harder.
This is a B2 shot going into open
Bad Batch.
That could be lethal.
Yeah, I think it's.
It's what, 14
They don't have the
black,
blast
3 red.
Yep.
Yeah, but they have the ACM, so 14 black, 3 red.
Oddly enough, cover gets better the more dice that are thrown at you. Statistically,
Right, but I think the shots in the open is
that's
so you're looking at
that's gonna hurt.
7, 9 on average, give or take.
Yeah.
So
And they would fail 3, so you lose record. Or you lose tech and you put a win on record.
well, and the question is, do you actually take Wrecker away, or do you need the extra dice versus something like B2s?
Let's see. Okay, not as good. There's a lot of blanks in there.
There's a lot of surges too.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 crits and a hit. Oh, 4 crits and 2 hits.
Yeah, the surges are just brutal.
It's not a great roll. And this is why I like the idea of Grievous B2s and doing the
Getting
super
the extra
squads
surge
and,
tokens.
Yeah, getting extra surges and then putting Ruthless out there to get them, extra action economy. Okay, so Bushman does block 1 with cover.
Oh, he does end up having to cover. Okay, so I believe I heard them say 7.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're spending the cash dodge, so we're down to 5 saves. Save them all with those surges.
That's rough.
That's
As they say, red dice are going to red dice.
red dice are going
It's,
to red
I mean,
dice.
it really, and that's to my point earlier, when you have 2 units charging at you, one of them has red defense dice, one of them has white, they're both, in terms of scoring, they're both worth the same.
Yeah.
Go for the Achilles heel, which is the soft underbelly. Exactly. Don't try to punch through those red saves unless you absolutely have to.
Absolutely, and you can see the look of
I mean, he rolled far below average on offense, and then Bushman rolled above average on defense, and it's
perfect on defense, arguably.
Yeah, and it's those kind of swings that I think just really they can be demoralizing.
And, it can be demoralizing, but we play a dice game. You also have to you have to take it as the dice roll. You know, you just you throw your hands up to the air and you go and then you buckle down and you figure out what the next.
You just gotta throw more dice.
Keep the dice. Just
throw more dice. You gotta make sure, especially in Vegas, you're sacrificing to the dice gods if you want to do well.
I sacrificed to the roulette table, so hopefully that owns that. Hopefully, I've earned some favor for the dice gods this weekend.
One way to find out. Listen, just don't pair me against you round one tomorrow, man.
Are you playing Wookiee?
Yep.
I'm playing Wookiee.
I don't know how that one would go.
Well, you're playing Rebels this time, and you're not.
You have 3
playing
slings.
66% save chance. No, I don't know. It depends.
This list hits a little harder against Wookiees.
Yeah, but you got to get to range 2, buddy.
No, I got some range 3.
Yeah, not enough. 3 shooting Wookiees with 3 kind of intel, and
you have 3 shooting?
Yeah, so I changed it up from Crucible, and I dropped the arcs. They're too expensive now. But all of my melee Wookiees no longer have recon intel. It's just the 3 shooting Wookiees, and then Chewbacca doesn't have it either.
We got a high velocity shot from Commandos into B1. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like it's at range 1 to me, but that's a little hard to tell sometimes.
It's the ones that are in deployment, like blob.
Okay, that's another activation move that looks like.
He's trying.
He's really giving it all. No, they don't surge.
Oh, that was a surge that you rolled?
Yeah. It was a surge in the blink. Okay. But you're right. It was trying. See, I wouldn't be mad about that if I had Wookiees.
Just give me
That's a free move right there.
To look at.
Listen, you never expect to block, so when you do, you celebrate.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, you know, like not relying on red saves.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's just hey, okay, 5 hits coming in, cool. All right,
and it's one of those things where Separatist Invasion and Bright Tree really rely on the same things. You have to ask your opponent the question. We got this Evan Paul Richard. See, I've thought about that too, but I've been very adamant across all of my Wookiee games that the most important thing to that list and the most critical part of that list is your full activation control every turn of the game. The ability to go anywhere on the field and activate any unit whenever you want is the most powerful thing about that list, in my opinion. Because you do standing orders turn 1, you put that order on Chewbacca, who has seize the initiative. Then turn 2, you go into the Wookiee 1 pip, hop that seize on Chewie, and then the entire rest of the game you have full activation control. And a lot of lists right now, especially if you're looking at Empire, if you're looking at some of the Republic lists out there, Rebels absolutely they struggle with activation control. Yep. You know, you're going to that bag where you might have 7 or 8 tokens in there, and even with IO, you have maybe a 50-50 at best, pulling what you need.
I've seen a few games where Rebels, like, you played Luke way too early, and you don't know which way to commit him, and that kind of costs you the game.
Exactly. Absolutely. The ability to alpha strike what you need, you know, especially, and maybe I'm giving away what I'm planning tomorrow, but I've been playing this list for, a year now is when I first pulled it out, so I'm not really hiding anything.
You playing the Cherokee?
I played them at Cherokee, I played them at Crucible, and I played them at PAX before Cherokee.
Yeah.
So I've been playing a little over a year competitively with this list. But like the ability to hold those shooting Wookiees, recon intel, move, get a shot turn 1, then immediately aim shoot those same shooting Wookiees. It's a really good alpha strike that people tend to not pay attention to.
And it's hard to put any sort of meaningful attrition on them.
Yeah,
I mean, because you do 3 wounds, you Okay,
take a
too
model,
light.
now I'm closer.
Yeah, too
now
light,
I can
yeah.
aim charge you and I get pierce.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Well, I was saying the shooting.
Oh, the shooting
Yeah,
Wookiees.
they're really they don't suffer. I mean, you
Well, the
first
problem is
have
if
to
you're
roll
targeting
3
shooting
hits.
Wookiees, you're not targeting melee Wookiees
That are in your face.
sprinting
Yeah.
at your face.
Yeah.
And
So what do we got here? We got some B2.
we did get distracted by Wookiees. My
Wait,
apologies, folks.
why did he roll red dice?
For the B2s, I think.
Yeah,
B2s got
it
shot.
looks like B2s took
Don't are
4
B2s
wounds.
white dice or did
No,
they
no,
change
they're
it?
red.
Change it. Okay,
They're
yeah.
red without armor.
2.6.
Yeah.
2.6 changed to weapons.
So you just picked up 2 B2s.
And it's going to change even more in, what, 2 months?
And the more stuff gets added.
We get the rest of the card updates.
We're gonna get Lando and his updates. And
Listen,
Are
I'm
they
excited
doing
for
that
whatever
before Worlds or after?
after. I think they're. I have zero inside information. This is me guessing, but normally they do their presentation during Worlds on
Yeah.
day
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
I think, of the tournaments. I'm anticipating that that's when we're gonna get some of the updates, and they're gonna be like, surprise, all of it's live. Go look at the website.
Yeah. So it looks like Bushman is scattering.
Yep, he hit them with Delta. He's scattering them forward, and those B2s are going to be in the
rough.
open. That's brutal.
Yeah, I like the concept of super squads. For me personally, I don't feel like they're consistent enough in a competitive event for me to run.
Sure.
I've really struggled, and I mean, you've got some good options with Grievous.
Oh,
His
absolutely.
2-pip. I mean, he.
Ruthless is real nice for those B2s.
Yeah, I mean, you basically super attack 3-pip. You divulge it, give them reinforcements, and then they have an extra speed. So they're getting an extra speed 1 and an extra speed 2. I mean, they can close the gap on whatever they need to.
Yeah,
But okay, you do all that work, and then they do what they did here, and you just have a big feels bad, like, oh, cool, I did no wounds
Listen,
with my 180-point unit.
I think the community is sleeping on double-sized clones with 5s and a shotgun.
Oh, and then like
Sleeping.
the charge, it's amazing.
I've seen plenty of that.
Well,
If by sleeping you mean wide awake. At least what I've seen down in
daydreaming,
Florida.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Or is certain communities say woke?
Yeah.
To be fair, each of the communities around the country have very different metas.
Yeah.
The DC meta is very different than the North Carolina, which is different from Florida, Tennessee, Colorado.
Yeah. And
The
that's
Fairfield meta is
Indy.
me and one other guy.
and that's got to be a sign of a healthy game.
Yes,
You're right.
absolutely. And one of my favorite parts about coming to these events is the cross pollination of ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a friend who's I've been practicing with him for this, and he's bringing 3 sleeper cells. And those things are brutal to fight against if
Oh,
you don't
absolutely.
take them out.
Yeah, they're good. Rebels have very few ways to give them full order control, but you definitely have to have order control with sleepers. I think buses are pretty good. Put them in buses.
We have a Shadow Collective double bus list.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those. They look good. What sleeper cells and buses? What are you talking about? They have scout.
Yes,
Yeah, why would you-
in,
Scout is
in
amazing.
situations where you put onboard comms on them. In situations where you need perfect
Oh, you just
order
choose
control.
not to deploy them?
No, you put them in a bus, and then you get the order from the bus.
Right.
So they all have face-ups, because then you have onboard comms to relay to the other
Yeah.
one. In situations where you absolutely need to guarantee you don't pull a sleeper token, like, okay, I got a 1 in 6 chance to pull a special forces, the rest is core.
Okay, so you're
You
saying
need-
don't deploy them with transport, deploy them with scout. But they
No, sometimes you do put them in buses.
interesting.
So I have fleets, like same thing. You know,
Yeah.
You have units that can, they
have
can go on the bus.
flexibility.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But sleepers, to the greater point, sleepers I think really need activation control, because you just can't go with them
just
too
do it,
early.
yeah.
You know, you really got to get that. All right, 12 dice. You know, you get more aims out of scouting them, but they could also play around.
What they really do is just like they go onto the board, they hide behind line of sight blocking, and like you have to like get them in melee, or like you're not shooting them until they want to shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, and if the board's not super dense, you got buses to do the job for you. So they just hide behind a bus.
Or well, the list I play against, like they always have 3 ATRTs, and like those are always
same
line
thing,
of
yeah.
sight blocking.
Yeah, same idea. Yeah, okay, don't have a wall, we'll make one. I'll build our own wall.
I've totally seen Rebel lists where they run 3 ATRTs literally in uniform, like in unison. Okay, double move up here, sit here, next one, move right next to it, and there's no gap to shoot. Commando shot.
I believe it's commando shot against the B2s at the top here.
Nice. Good block. So no pierce on that. Yeah. Anybody know what table the 52 Geo guys on?
Let me see.
I was gonna go look at some of the other games.
I'm sorry, what'd you just say to me?
There's a 52 Geo.
That's
list.
too many Geos.
I did them.
That's too many
Do we know
Geos.
the name of the person that's?
I don't. They're gonna be CIS.
Definitely don't. That's too many Geo notions prior to Crab Droids coming out.
Yeah.
Because
Some
that
B2s
scout,
moving up here.
that scout move with Crab Droids
Yeah.
on Geos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be spicy. 22 dice wherever you want in the field, turn 1.
Yeah.
That's a chef's kiss right there.
Now that is it does run into the like with the super squads. I think you're committed to swinging for the fences. You're either gonna hit a grand slam or you're gonna whiff. And if you whiff, it's gonna hurt. Grand slam, it's gonna feel good. And you know it.
That's true of so many lists. Like if you're playing triple Sith,
Yeah.
you're swinging for the fences.
Yeah. You do have a little bit more control in terms of force push, and you can kind of manipulate the objective a little bit.
Listen, I don't think triple Sith is bringing force push, man.
Really?
Really. I think you're bringing 3 copies of Choke. Because Choke,
You probably still put choke or push on Dooku.
I see.
Dooku, Asajj, Maul, and you just run burst, choke on everyone, and then you slap push on Dooku.
You and I might disagree on this.
Really? I will say push is not as much of an auto include. I had to waffle on do I pay 40 points for push on Luke or
Here's the thing, Choke does the same thing, but as a wound.
yeah.
Because how many times do you swing a lightsaber and you leave them on 1 wound, and you just need to get that one person away?
True, but how many times do you swing a lightsaber and leave them on?
Well, that's why you have 3 copies of Choke.
Yeah. But then you do have to commit 3 of them to the same area of the board. It's I
Most
definitely
objectives, I think that's okay with.
yeah.
Committing 2 of them to an area.
Okay, yeah, put 2 of them on.
Because
Yeah, I definitely think
other than like
triple
cover the
Sith is a
research
thing.
or shifting priorities, everything you can kind of fight within a
Is that Yoda moving?
roughly 3
Yeah,
by 3.
looks like Yoda's
Yep,
moving up.
Yoda's committing somewhere towards the middle, towards that plus.
He's trying to stay central to the bulk of his army.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna guide him. It's bad batch. I will say a lot of the. I mean, imagine this game, but Bad Batch gets the trigger steady off of this.
Oh, yeah.
It just
Dooku would not exist.
no, Dooku would be in trouble. So I do think while I initially looked at it, I was like, man, that takes away a lot of combos. It's probably it's making the game less impressive, and it's probably for the better in the long run. They do need to, I think, help Yoda out a little bit. Let him attack on his 3-pip. Let something to make up for that lost
I
combo.
don't know if I agree with that.
No.
But as someone who was very recently playing a lot of Palpatine, who had some of his fun shenanigans taken away, I can see the argument for a little bit. I think the points decrease really helped Yoda.
Did they do a decrease after the changes to steady and relentless and charge?
Yeah, Yoda dropped, 10 points, I think?
Okay. So he's what, 170?
He's 170.
Base?
Yeah, so he's the same cost as Anakin. I think that is a fine spot because you can either kit Yoda out to be a force guidance, force barrier individual where you're just playing full defensive support, or at this point you can say, screw it, and throw Yoda at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. I will say,
I don't think it would break the game if they allowed Yoda to attack on his three-tip turn. Most of the times he's not doing it.
Right.
But he has.
Well, most of the time that's the turn you're walking onto the field, though. Is when a lot of people are playing on this beings, giving Yoda the ability to attack him on the turn you're walking onto the field.
Yeah.
I don't think that really matters too much.
No. And, I mean, it'll come up again later.
You know what I do think they need to do is let Chewie carry Yoda onto the board. Now that,
that should be
the fact that the command card specifically says you can't play this turn one.
Yeah, rude.
Yeah. Now, granted, depositing a Yoda into someone's face turn one, probably for the best, but I'll forever be mad about it.
Here you are. Have this, my friend.
I brought you a
Special
gift.
delivery.
Special delivery. 8 red, Pierce 4.
In your face, Did you guys ever, growing up, did you ever do the, it was just some like brain rot Yoda, it's like you could put outfits on Yoda and he would like, you put like an astronaut suit on it. Yeah, it was the most brain rot thing ever. And one of the options you could do, it was like some website, it was like dress Yoda, or it was like, you put like a hockey mask on him and it's like, play hockey, I do. You could put like a pimp suit and a pimp cane on him and slap Yoda with. Like
That's up there with like the ketamine Yoda stuff. Like,
yes. This is the dark side of Legion.
I'm really worried about what you were doing as a child.
Look,
right
man,
now.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere. All right, we gotta entertain ourselves somehow. And for what it's worth, it was my little brother stumbled upon it.
It's always the little brothers, isn't it?
he's just wandering around Newgrounds finding these things.
Yep. He's like, Austin, look at this. This is hilarious. I was like, what is it? And he was like, look what happens.
So we see the left side, a lot of aggressive positioning for next turn.
Yeah.
To get to that POI.
Because it's completely undefended.
Yeah.
But like the negative is like you only lose 1 point if you don't.
Well,
control.
it's actually a 3-point swing though, because you're denying your opponent a point
and you're getting
scoring 2.
And I don't necessarily. I mean,
There's what?
that batch can push.
Chewbacca and a clone commando squad to defend it. That's not a lot.
Yeah.
The rest of the clones seem to be in that little corner still.
Yeah.
Neither playing offense nor defense.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, it looks like from at least this perspective, what the droidicas might be positioned to do is just kind of like move up, shoot range 3, try to suppress the command.
I have located the Geonosian list.
What team is it? Yeah, 6. Okay, we did the math on this. It's to assuming you're paying standard price, to get the 6 boxes, or you need 12 boxes.
This is
of
12
Geos.
boxes.
Yeah, $420. Which is about a Warhammer army, so...
No, that's not even Warhammer. That's like
It's like half a Warhammer army.
like the super box that came out for Krieg. Like that's like
Well,
maybe 500 points or 200.
Assuming, you got to get the other stuff in the list too, but, that is the price if you want to be the fifth, was it 50... How many?
It's like 58.
You said 50. I thought you said 52. I don't know. Math is hard.
Yeah, especially this early.
Is that what? 5 super squads?
5. No, 6. And there are
Super
4 in the
squads?
base, and then 5 in the
Plus
super
5.
squad.
So each is 9.
So each
Do
has
they have
9.
heavy weapons?
No,
No, no, no.
So
we're just doing 9 times 6
is 54.
Yeah, 54. So, yeah, that's
Times tables.
that's a lot of heat coming from six squads. These 10 activations, I mean.
Aren't you a teacher? You should know your times table math quickly. Right?
I'm not on teaching duty right now, sir.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Listen, I'm
also a history teacher.
Oh, well, never mind.
We don't focus as much on numbers. We focus on cause and effect and
Sure.
theory and practicality and all that good stuff. Speculation.
I only half keep up with each of my friends' real lives.
Yeah. Yeah, it's teaching's cool. It's
I could never do it. Shout out to you.
If you're at the right school, I mean, don't get me wrong. definitely, teachers are definitely in that underpaid category.
Oh, 100%.
With, first responders and
Nurses.
But in terms of a job, it is very rewarding.
That's good.
Especially when, I have a lot of, most of my students know what I'm here doing.
That's
and
awesome.
They're like, hell yeah, Mr. Miller, go get it.
Tell them you're going to be on stream.
No, because I didn't know that until yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
last minute, yeah.
hey, you want to hop on? I was like, sure.
The guy that is coming out with me to help me with this, his work when they didn't let him come in for today, but he's going to be here tomorrow.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. The fact that, streaming big events like this, and honestly, just streaming things in general, I mean, it's all these ingredients go into the soup to make the collegiate community what it is. Or smoothie. Smoothie's probably better.
I like soup.
Better metaphor.
Soup's great.
I'm going to say, as cold as it is, soup is...
What are you talking about? 60 degrees here yesterday. Oh, you're Florida. Never mind.
From Florida.
I'm from Jersey originally. This is nothing.
Yeah, we anything below 60 degrees.
60's a balmy spring day,
Yeah. Anything below 60, we need to cut open a tauntaun to stay warm. Oh, here goes Bad Batch. They're on the move, doing something.
They're going.
That train's like the size of a...
They're probably gonna opt to not fight Dooku.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. They might.
I think they're going for the droid.
Possibly.
Should I take away their point on the POI?
Yeah, but they've got 2 dodges on them.
Yeah.
It's definitely
He might also be targeting the super droid.
Oh, and the droidkas have already gone too.
If he can see.
I don't think he's gonna get line of sight.
No, I don't think he can. I think that was in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I think that's what he wanted, but I don't think he's going to actually get that. He's just looking to make sure he's within that half for the POI.
Yeah.
Is that... I think that lands him in POI range, right?
Yeah. Yep. It should.
Yep.
It's like that.
Speed 3, and again, efficiency is the name of the game.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing: he doesn't have to win that point. He
just has to stand there, yeah, and he loses a point.
A lot of people forget that sometimes on breakthrough. It's not, okay, I'm contesting, I'm winning my home point, I'm securing it.
Yeah.
It's no, you
just need to stall them.
Yeah, you can't have one of them. Yeah.
Now, the other thing too is, we're going to have 2 dodges, 4 shield tokens. Bad Batch throwing 11 dice. They're going to have 6 aims because Yoda guidance them to move before.
I don't actually think Bad Batch removes a model. I mean, it could.
No, so 11 dice, they're probably hitting all of that.
Yeah.
Realistically, they're hitting
the whites may or may,
well, let's call it 10.
Yeah.
10's going to be easier.
Yeah, hit 10.
Dodge 2, down to 8.
Yeah.
Shield 4, down to 4.
Yeah.
4 Pierce 1,
Yeah,
you're putting 4 wounds.
Yeah.
But average, we're not looking at a full dead unit. We're looking about half to maybe another.
It's either both models are still there or one model is gone.
Yeah. And then the dice do weird things, and the Droideka blocks it all, takes 1.
Yeah.
Does the Droideka have a standby?
No, it looks like 2 dodges.
2 dodges.
Well, I don't know what that other token
Third
is.
dodge. The super tag.
Right, exemplar. Good call. I think that's a marked target VP. I don't think they have a standby.
Yeah, I think they're on the target.
How did they get the second dodge?
So it's going to be the super tack, because I imagine it's Kalani strategizing.
No, to the generic.
To generic.
Strategize 1. So I think he took the dodge and gave strategize.
Well, it strategizes 1 aim.
Wait, what are we shooting at?
That's a Bad Batch at... No.
It's Bad Batch at something, but what is the something is my question. Is this a shot at Dooku?
First aim. They are reliable 2 right now.
I didn't see where they actually measured.
So he's leaving the... I think he's shooting off the first move. So the first instance of study.
So he's shooting on Dooku, then moving up.
Right, which is why I'm thinking it's on Dooku, because why wouldn't you take... Oh, what a conversion. If this isn't a Dooku, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a full boat.
Bad Batch do that.
How many of those are
Bad
covers?
Batch do that.
Heavy cover.
He's got heavy cover, so it's not Droidicas, because Droidicas can't get cover.
Droidicas can't get cover.
It takes 2 away.
So 8 saves.
We'll see what
I think
color
it
dice
is.
are picked up. If it's red, it's
Well,
I think it's
yeah.
Dooku.
Yeah. Alright. Dooku doesn't necessarily want to make 8 saves.
No, not really. It's definitely red.
Is that two
Noise dice.
It is, but deflect
I
only
take one.
puts one unit
Deflect
off
is
these
just
days.
one.
Just one now.
I'm 95% sure that deflect is always just one. Yeah. So I take one, you take 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Good.
could have gone a lot worse. Could have gone a lot worse for Dooku.
That was real scary for Dooku. That is,
Yeah.
I think, the best case scenario that Dooku could have hoped for there.
And again, that like, do you go after the white save units or do you go after the red save and gamble? You know, I mean, two on Dooku's not nothing. He's less likely to just go run at Yoda, especially because
he can take away his immune pierce, whereas if he goes
Yeah.
into Bad Batch, they're impervious.
God, yeah.
he can take away that. He can take away that.
I think Dooku
He can take away impervious?
Yeah.
Yeah, Makashi works on both.
Makashi takes both away.
Oh, nice.
I almost think Dooku ignores Yoda, and on his 1-pip turn cleans up the commando, and then lightning and cleans up a clone squad.
Yeah, he can't
Just-
lightning a commando squad with Katarna. He's also going to do something about Bad Batch here on this home point, because now Bad Batch is just done.
Does he, or do you throw Dooku in those B2s and hope that you take the other point and then lean really on that left side of the field and your ability to take the other point?
Here's the issue with this turn though. Dooku can't get into melee with anything and attack.
No,
'Cause he
but
didn't-
next turn,
Yeah.
with that 1-pip.
Yeah.
Assuming he has it in his command hand, I mean, I don't know a Dooku player that wouldn't.
Looking
bring
at the
it.
board, he has B2s and B1s that can just move up and start shooting on.
That's
Bad
true
Batch.
too. Yeah, they could.
But for this turn,
is that
though,
an E5S? I think I see there.
Droid list?
Yeah, right there. Looks like an E5S to me.
That's a Genovese.
yeah. What table is he on?
Double.
So
No, it's
maybe
double rat
double-
cannon. Okay.
Just ACMs.
No, that might be a rat cannon.
Maybe. Weird angle, top down sometimes.
Oh, yep. Okay, so yeah, Dooku has to push them. I don't think you want to fall behind. So it looks like Dooku's
Especially
probably
having lost so many activations already.
looks like Dooku's probably going to opt to. I think he had to double move, or did he use burst?
I think he just did regular move.
Yeah, I think he regular moved, pushed, and then he's gonna lightning them.
Oh,
Yep, there's the lightning.
nice.
3 crits. Nice. Surge crit.
Yeah.
Hit.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't a forced push.
No, it definitely was. He pulled Hunter off.
Oh, that's Hunter.
Yeah.
That's why. So if he pulled Hunter off, why didn't he reposition all the models so that he had them in the open?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So spending the surge, taking 2 wounds.
Yeah, so you probably put 2 of them on record. Oh, no, he's gonna kill off Tech.
Interesting. He spent all the surges already, so it's actually it looks like 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Even more surprised that we're not seeing Hunter coming off then. Or not Hunter, sorry, Wrecker.
Well,
I'm so focused on where Hunter is.
I mean, Wrecker is more dice. So
Wrecker is more dice, but it's just 1 more die. Granted, it's a red die, but
he's doing scatter. Yeah, I think Dooku had to do that. I don't think you can afford to lose the VP on your home point turn 2.
yeah.
And now it'll help him set up for another push down there because he's not scoring on the left side this turn.
So
So
realistically,
he pushed them, and then they're like, okay, they're out of cover, and then
Yeah, and then
okay,
he scattered him. With Dooku's weapon. That was a good call. That was a good call by what was his name? Sean? Or not Sean.
so it's Bushfacts versus Scott.
Yeah, Scott. I think Scott made a good call there. Having to pull those like it. Game's still about objectives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can get lost in the
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Just at the end of the day, those
Listen.
POIs are what matter.
I love taking enemy models off the table. It's one of my joys in life. But that's
Yeah,
not
me
when
too.
you a game.
Specifically Wookiees.
Yeah,
At Crucible.
Get out of here. Stop bringing my nightmares into this, Austin. God, there's nothing like playing you game 1 and game 9 and having the same outcome.
Yeah, it was literally a mirror of the same exact game.
It's
I will say that little. I do love the scout move to do the little set up the little drive-by attacks. That's a really cool feature. And you can
absolutely
only
did
really do it on breakthrough.
I learned a lot of lessons. I didn't want to learn them.
Yeah, makes it a lot safer than having to like double move where you're like, oh, cool. I just like scout up, shoot, and then peace out. Cool.
Yeah, and that goes. This is something that I've been trying to teach some of the newer players because our meta has been very lucky. We've had probably 6 to 10 new players join us over the last 3 months, which is awesome. I've been trying to start working in the lesson of understanding range bands and understanding threat ranges and how you can manipulate that, because a lot of the best players are the best players because they understand looking at the board. You know, if I go 2 in here, take a shot, and then step back 1, I'm at a threat range. It's all about tagging your opponent without being tagged back.
And not just okay, I'm out of threat range. Like I'm just barely out of threat range. So you're not depriving yourself of any sort of extra.
It's maximizing the efficiency of every action you take, and getting quite literally every millimeter out of each one of these movements that you possibly can.
And then also knowing that without telegraphing it to your opponent.
And at a certain point at these events, not telegraphing it is next to impossible, because you get to a certain point. Usually I find it's about game 3, especially if you're on a full win streak in that game 3. You have to respect your opponent. You have to realize that they know what you're trying to do. You know what they're trying to do. At that point, communication becomes key of, this is my intention. That way, God forbid, a model gets bumped or something.
So, do you want to cut across?
I'm thinking about it. Thinking about for future is all.
Trying to look and see where Chewie could get to.
Yeah. Just confirming what is what he can freely move over.
Yeah. That's good.
That's actually like a platform. It's like half the size. Oh, I think he's talking about the front of the bus because it's at an angle.
It's like, can you move through that? It's on the other side or something.
Like the parts that are. Can you move freely over the part that is shorter than the silhouette?
It looks like we're setting up for backpack Yoda next turn.
The range one, the range one to
Right
Yoda.
there.
Listen, sometimes you
Is that
gotta
indicative of his decision?
remember what we were just saying about, not telegraphing and stuff, and sometimes it's impossible not to telegraph.
I mean,
Sometimes you just gotta.
That's the round now with the scoring, right?
That's one of the situations where you
Like on a
best
versus
to
speed
telegraph.
run, like you want to know where you're going to end up on.
Exactly.
It's best to telegraph because you don't want to be off.
Correct.
And that's your game.
Yeah, and going back to that communication, as long as you and your opponent agree, you move speed 2, my intention is to be at range 3, that way both players are on the same page, there's no miscommunication, there's no, kind of grading, because, nerves get high, hands get shaky, things get bumped. Making sure that you have that communication in these games is critical.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, just looking from an outside perspective, this game demands a lot of you mentally.
Absolutely.
What's our rules reference book up to? 90
something pages, and that doesn't even start on the forums.
Yeah, there's a lot in this game, and it is overwhelming.
There's a lot of nuance too.
Yeah, at pretty much every tournament I've been to, there's been some sort of is that exactly how the interaction works?
What was that? B2 saving something?
Okay, did you turn off? Okay. No, I can't hear you.
Well, we're on the streams.
Okay, so taking a quick note break. So, Austin, what is your number one recommendation to new players that are looking to get into the tournament scene for the first time?
Exactly as I told my brother, just go, have fun with it, give it a chance. Tokyo wasn't built in a day. I put in plenty of
Tokyo.
It's a figure of speech. Sure. Your competitive career, so to speak, it won't form in one tournament.
True.
You just go out and play.
You'll lose your first game, then you get thrown into the loser bracket, and you just get to have fun after that.
I quite literally went through the crucible of 03. It's like, man, I suck. I gotta get better. It was fun to me to, okay, this is why I'm losing. I'm doing this. I won't do that next time. And you learn by doing. You learn by just being in situations that the mind can only concoct, a certain level of situations.
Sure.
Whether, complex, more complex, less complex. You just have to get out and play what you like. There is a meta. There are things that are really good. Things that are underclassed, things that are just really efficient. At the end of the day, if you don't like it, you don't have to play it. Make your own path.
Yeah, it's like if somebody with a bad list that has played 10 games is going to be better than someone that, it's their first game with a almost optimal list.
And that list, a list is just a tool. It's like, okay, I have a new hammer here that's got a nice grip on it, and then I have this old beat up hammer, right? Mm-hmm. But the tool only is only going to get you so far, right? You still have to know, to Andrew's credit.
Or shoes, perhaps, is a good reference too.
Shoes.
You gotta walk a few times in those shoes.
Yeah,
and
break them in.
Yeah, break them in. Because a new pair of shoes tend to be uncomfortable. But a pair you've worn for 2 months, that's a nice, comfortable shoe right there.
Yeah, I think it's just getting out there and just playing and have fun with it. I mean, at the end of the day, we come to these events. Yeah, we come to these events because we're trying to escape the outside world and come into Legion mode, have fun, meet people.
Give me a test 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
I would say you're good. Just get involved. Come to a tournament, see it for yourself.
Absolutely. The community is wonderful and so friendly.
Yeah, Legion's the best community
We got command cards.
Okay, I wonder.
Not missing it this time.
Yep. Fear, surprise, intimidation, and
not surprised here.
Yeah. Size and matters, or sometimes.
Size matters when you go old green man.
Yep.
Okay.
So again, that range one that we saw in the draft Chewy, clearly telegraphing that.
Liner.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna go for the Bad Batch attack here with Dooku?
He probably has to. Bad Batch is the most immediate threat. I don't think any of the clones over here, without help from Yoda, I don't think any of them can get their POI. Yoda, Chewie.
But you just give up the POI. Send Dooku into action on commandos with his lightsaber and then use the lightning to almost one-shot another one of the
You could.
spots. Because then Yoda, that almost forces Yoda and Chewie to divert back to the POI.
Yeah.
You're giving up yours, but Bad Batch is still going to take 2 turns to clear the Separatist models off, and now you're severely threatening them. I almost think that's the better move.
And then the Yoda and Chewie.
That's something.
But I'm also in
This is round 3, right?
Yes, I believe it's
We have the scoring. I forgot to update.
With, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to be too super over there.
And then you have Link.
You have to decide now, are you going all in on Bad Batch? Because if you are, if you're not, they get to do it.
That's the other thing. There's only one unit guarding that POI.
Yeah, he's definitely going to make a push for that.
With 3 units going in there, you don't care about about Bad Batch taking that. If Dooku and the B2s can take the other,
Dooku's a big risk for them.
that's going to be your weakness. You just need one turn of Dooku keeping even with Bad Batch's assault while you take the other point, and suddenly you're on looking at a 3-point swing.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Dooku and the B2s have to survive the turn. There's a lot coming after this turn.
1, 2, 3, 4 units. Yeah, Dooku could.
Well,
now does burst speed get him?
Yeah, burst of speed should get them there with Relentless. That 2 speed 3 moves into the commanders. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's hard to tell from the screen.
Well, you figure
because he's got to go to this side of the POI.
Yeah,
so he's got to clear that.
Yeah, but figure the POI is what, a range 1 into the field, and that other POI is range 4. So Dooku's about
he's range
and he still has force push. So like
he should be able to get there without issue for that. And if he can clear 2 units, that's a significant swing.
Yeah.
Especially if he can end up behind that POI, so he's getting some cover.
I almost think, but here's another thing to consider. Yes, here's another.
You just don't care.
And I'm gonna probably bring you into me.
Here's another thing.
oh, he's force pushing into
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
However you want to set your guys up.
Let's see how it runs.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something we're not seeing. Well, I'm not seeing. I'm very vocal.
I'm curious if Dooku can see the. Keep in mind,
I think he used one of them to bring back the one of the Bad Batch models that he took away, because they're back to 5 models there.
Oh yeah, they are.
Plus the all the tokens are back.
Oh, maybe. So no one has anyone's on, or did he put them on the card?
No. There's definitely. Well, I think it's on the card. Hold on.
So you're going into Bad Batch.
Yeah, it looks like there's some wounds on the cards down there. It's hard to tell.
Gotcha.
But they at least brought the model back. I don't know about the rest of it.
Yeah, I didn't.
It doesn't look like because this squad, I believe, double moved. You see that one model kind of cohered super far forward. I believe that's the one that moved forward to medic drop.
Me personally, if what I would have done, I agree with the push first, but you want to push and cohere a guy way up here if you're going for Bad Batch. Oh,
Wait, how is he dead?
He's
This
dead.
is. That's not how versatile works.
Yeah, like the only way you could.
yeah.
We can't do anything because it's up to the players to decide.
Yeah. For those watching at home,
I mean, that's 11.
yeah, it's Dooku
With Makashi.
unfortunately cannot.
He can one-shot them.
Well, he can't.
With Makashi Master?
No, I'm saying he can't. For those at home, he can't.
Oh, yeah, he can't. He can't.
The lightning.
Yeah, this is player error right here.
Yeah, again, there's so much going on in a game.
Oh, absolutely. 1, 2. Well, hold on. Is 3?
They gonna
6,
survive?
9. But Bushman's also rolling impervious out here, so
What? Oh,
Yeah, let him ride.
something it cancels each other out.
Yeah. No, this could have been a lot worse. But I do agree with Scott pushing first. I think what I would do, push, cohere a model somewhere all the way over here so you get maximum distance away from the POI, walk into melee with the mini that you cohered as far away as possible. Now you can still see this squad, so you can. But now it makes sense why he did what he did. With the assumption that you can use all of them in the same pool. So now it makes sense why he did that.
But again,
Yeah.
But also using impervious to bypass the caching asteroid, but also not the correct way. So we can talk to the players after the game has been decided.
Yeah.
Again, there's a level of grace of there's a lot going on. Within this tournament, within this event, people have traveled, ungodly amounts of time to get here.
Yeah. I mean, we're human beings. We're not
Human
perfect.
beings, machines.
Yeah, not yet. For anyone getting that, what's the cyber link? Was Elon Musk's?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to anything he says. It's all
I do. We're gonna.
We got a judge call.
I haven't put out any yet.
This is gonna be. I wonder what the judge calls for.
So those two are separate from whatever you gain.
Right, but what do I gain? So I gain 2. That's undisputed. From the attack, how much do I gain? It's in melee.
Lightning as well.
Both of them.
So it is 4. Yeah.
Hold on, but it's suppressive in melee. 3 total.
3 total, is that?
Yeah.
All right.
Still 5. Their courage is only 3.
Because his card gives out suppression.
Yeah.
Do they snap now?
Scatter, I'm just gonna bring you in.
Oh well. Say la vie.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, that full boat was. I think Bushman's gonna hit the craps table tonight. That was a really good defensive save on that many dice, but would encourage anyone listening, just make sure you know exactly what.
It comes back around to playing your list.
Yeah.
Where you come out here and everybody being aware of what everything is.
Delta Squad.
Scott did say this is his first tournament. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So coming all the way from the UK, first tournament, that's a big I think he's the only UK player. Don't quote me on that.
That's no moon. Where are you at? Get over here. Cowards.
Exactly.
I say that, but I'm not going to Adepticon this year, so.
Say what?
Schedule's busy, man. Those tickets sold out instantly.
Yeah,
It's open versus invite right now, so.
Yeah.
I have feelings about that, but that's why I'm here in Vegas for the invitation event.
Yeah. Which is, it's like the invitational was, designed to be like, it's the people's worlds.
Exactly.
Community.
Besides, I'm going to be exhausted after running Cherokee this year.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, buy your tickets for the Cherokee Open, February 21st through the 23rd.
Absolutely.
Are you coming this year?
I will be. Every year that I am able to, I will come to Cherokee. It's
a great.
It's my
Where's
first.
Cherokee located?
Cherokee, North Carolina. So it's at the how do you say that? Harris. Thank you.
Harris Cherokee Resort.
Yep. It's a casino out in western North Carolina, out in the mountains.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful resort.
It's so much fun. It's one of my favorite tournaments. I've been going to that one. This will be my first year running it. It's run through Frontline Gaming as well, and it is an absolute blast. That is a lot of surges, isn't that? The B2s?
Oh, yeah, shooting B2s.
Oh, wait.
3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
that is the B2s. That is rough.
Almost gone.
Yeah. So look at what has that unit done this entire game? Shot once, got shot a bunch. And
Shot once for bad back to block.
Yeah, and you paid 180 points for that. I love
money.
I love the idea. I love super squads. That would be enough to make me go, I am putting you on the shelf forever. I'm never doing a super squad again. Yeah. You paid 180 points to.
Listen, the other problem is B2s are impossible to find on the shelf right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, lucky I got.
Listen,
4.
if you're putting your B2s on the shelf, let me know. I'll give them some love.
We'll replace them with some of our favorite presidents, if you know what I'm saying.
Listen,
Benjamin Franklin, to be specific.
Yeah. Now, hear me out. B2s with aquas, where you're blocking those beef squads walking up, so you can't actually attrition them until suddenly, surprise, we're stepping out from behind the aqua droids.
To be fair, I mean, that's kind of what happened this game. He was hiding behind here, with steady. Yeah.
There were a lot of shots going into those B2s, scattering them out.
Round one?
Maybe not round one, but starting in round
Or at
two.
least and most of it was
a knife throw.
right?
Yeah.
And like a little bit more went into the
I think
B2s.
most of it went in the B1s. I forget if it was round two when they
The B1s and the droidicas disappeared.
Yeah.
You're right. They did start taking fire B2, but they started B2 round two, but they started taking fire quickly and significantly. Guess what? Aqua droids, you can't do that because they're going to block line of sight.
Sure, why not, Joe? Thank you. Oh, man. Here we go.
Bourbon tequila.
For tequila?
It's good. That is good. Everyone say hey to Joe from 5280. Stopping by to drop off shots.
It's wonderful to see all of the different groups out here. There's representation from most of the major groups out there.
Yeah.
I think Indy Garrison's the only one I haven't seen out here.
Yeah, where are those guys at?
Yeah, Brett, Adam, where you at?
Yeah. Brian, Tyler. Well, to be fair, Brian inspired my list, as he does sometimes, with a lot of people.
Indy Garrison knows what they're doing rebel-wise. They are at the forefront of rebel list building.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit older in the conversation, but there's Evan. Comment.
What's Evan doing?
We're gonna acknowledge that Evan called me out on something that I should be very, very disappointed in my teaching skills. Like I said, I'm not the teacher right now. I am the student. There we go. We got some love from the Indy Garrison.
Oh, there we go. Love to see you guys.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Yeah, no. When I
come to Cherokee.
Yeah.
Adam usually shows up.
Yeah. Well, Evan, to hopefully make up for my transgression, here's a fun little fact. The largest, in terms of weight, president was who? Any ideas? Who was our biggest president in terms of weight?
Am I allowed?
Ooh, good.
I was gonna say, I would have guessed Taft as well.
Yeah, that was Taft.
Our classic got stuck in the bathtub president, right?
There he is. Yep.
Forgot to update the round. I am fumbling everything. Round 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
To be fair, we are all over on topics right now.
William, look at that, endless. Not just Taft. This is why endless.
What's endless hitting us with?
Yeah, exactly. William Howard Taft. Oh, he got the middle name and everything.
Our apologies.
I guess I should put more respect on his name. It's President Taft.
Yeah.
Never mind. I shouldn't make that comment here.
Another little trivia. Who lost against William McKinley?
Oh, we got
Who ran against William McKinley and lost the presidential race?
When was McKinley?
Oh, there you go. And Evan.
Oh, you got it already? Dang. I love
Ball
history trivia. Yep. And there it is. That assault on that point that we were talking about last year. It begins.
But the Commando's configure gives them blast, right? Or is it just impact?
It's impact.
It's impact 4 and something.
Yeah, I can bring it up.
I feel like there is another keyword on there, but I can't remember what it is. I haven't played with Commando.
Scatter. No, Delta has scatter.
Delta's scatter. It's the other one.
Suppressive. They have suppressive on their base.
Scatter.
It is scatter.
Impact. Oh, okay.
Well.
Ball mode, more like baller mode. Love it. Love it.
Listen, when you're right, you're right.
You got a shout out from go Iowa, Illinois. Sarvac. That's cool. That's cool Discord name. I'd say the czar
So you won't
of
be scoring that
Illinois.
because I'm contesting it.
Right,
actually.
but
Is
you
that
won't
right?
score it either.
I won't score it either.
Yeah.
No.
Sure, that's not what they're saying, but
I'm not gonna activate this. So activate the back. We're gonna move aim.
There's aim. Yeah, so he's winding up for a shot. Or no, I think he wanted to aim.
Oh, look at
the commandos in melee.
Look at those B2s hiding.
Yeah, hiding in melee.
Listen, you do what you gotta do.
I mean, here's the thing. B2s could live. If they live with just 1 health, that could be problematic in terms of VP scoring.
Rude.
Yeah, me too, Sarnak. The Tsar, it's too Russian for me. You know? Tsar. I like Tsar, like Caesar.
the Guts Classic controller. I don't know.
Have we had any games finish yet? That's an interesting one. That's good.
Oh, we got the B2s rolling up, and you can't shoot on them because of the droid codes.
Yep.
But then also,
The Droideka are in wheel mode. You should be.
But he has the models out there that are. See that actually is there a clear definition on
Not that I'm aware.
that specific interaction with droidekas? Like when they are in ball mode, do you have to replace the mini, and then therefore does their silhouette height change?
That is an excellent question, Austin. Excellent question.
No. Okay. Evan says no.
Evan says no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could just have them in ball mode, leave them in the deployed form where they're taller.
A lot of we have
go check on table 2 really quick.
we have a few games that are starting to put in results a lot of Republic losses.
Really?
So Empire beating Republic 12-4. We have Separatists. That looks like just a handshake. Going on there.
Yeah, like 900 to 0. Yeah.
That's Rebel on Rebel action. But 15-2 with 1,000. That is a spicy game that went down. For
Shifting priorities and recon.
Yeah, that is something.
Recon mission.
But then up here, another Empire beating Republic.
Yeah, I think people are sleeping on Empire. The crit gun Stormies seem to be a good place to start for the core. It's hard. Like, do you justify?
Oh my gosh, the Droideka just instantly melted.
Oh, wow. So it's the second Droideka that got one shot by commandos.
Yeah,
and that statistically that shouldn't happen in ball mode. But it again, that's
the Droideka is holding the bottom point. Just
I mean, he is still denying Bushman 2 victory points from those. So that is
he is, but that should have been relatively easy.
Well, and that was another marked target.
That was another marked target. Now it looks like those B1s should be able to get there.
Yeah, they should.
So that point will still end up being theirs, but the attrition value on that is that's kind of close.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Evan.
What's that?
And what's to stop people from, okay, this turn I need to shoot over my droidekas. I'm going to put them in ball mode this turn. But you don't follow that same consistent thinking. Like, it's kind of a cheesy thing that I guess you could do. It's
okay. It looked like the B1s were considered in.
Yeah, the rules say you put a token out. Come on, Scott, bring it home for the Duke Aces. This a good question, Evan. I think he's having fun one-shotting Droidicas.
Maybe he'll just table him, then he doesn't care which one.
True.
Now, I do think Bushman might be, with as many marked targets as he's dropped, which I think he's dropped 2,
Yeah, he's
maybe soon to be
the
3.
2 Droidicas so far.
He might be able to afford 1 round of not pushing for a POI, but he definitely does have to get on it.
I mean, Bad Batch has to get to that other POI this turn.
Yeah. Bad Batch. I mean, they can just withdraw and then move. They'll be fine.
But they're then at the mercy of the Droidica.
I do think Yoda and Chewie can make it to the bottom left one, and that would be.
Well, hold on. Bad Batch occurred 3, and because of our Dooku 1 pip snafu before, there's 4 suppression in Bad Batch.
Yeah, I mean, they just need a one move to.
They need 2.
Well,
you can't.
you don't think he can withdraw over the top of
No,
this
withdraw
slanted?
is
I don't think that.
It's a speed 1.
It's a speed 1, but it's not a climb.
No, I'm saying the top of this, where it's slanted.
I don't think you get
No.
close enough because they
No.
had to be out here at the far corner. If you do that, you don't get to the far corner.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, that coming later this turn.
With the new template rules, I think you could. If that's Hunter, I think you could put a 1 speed out.
I think Bad Batch's tokens slip down. I have more questions. Have they gone this round and we missed that? I feel like we would have seen that.
Yeah, I don't remember that going.
Maybe they swung on Dooku? I'm looking at where's Dooku's card on the side. Yeah, they must have swung on Dooku because Dooku has a 3rd wound on him and he only took 2 from the previous shot.
Okay.
So
All right.
they must have swung on Dooku.
Well, to answer your question, Evan, it would appear no. At least not for this turn. I'm sure. Oh, actually, no. Yoda Chewie can. The Droidicas won't get removed, but Yoda Chewie can run over there.
I mean, they're not getting to the point.
What, Yoda Chewie?
Yeah. 2 speed, 2 moves?
3. He guidance. He used guidance to. Chewie double moves.
okay.
Yoda goes.
Yeah, okay.
Guidance. Moves Chewie in a way where Yoda might actually be able to get a swing on something.
I wonder if they're going to try to use the Droidicas to block that point right now.
Yeah.
3 with guidance.
Yeah. They can do
Yeah,
3 speed.
yeah. I forgot about guidance. Now,
They took a lot of Yoda's tricks. That one
Yeah.
still works.
Now the question is, do you take something like a standby here with the Droidicas?
And not necessarily to shoot, but to move after, like once you see what their options are, And this is kind of the nuance that if you're looking to
He's looking to shoot.
What are we attacking?
moving up shooting. Oh, probably Chewie.
I guess the slanted
Chewie's only 2 cards.
front of the.
Chewie's 2 cards.
Yeah.
He could actually suppress Chewie.
Is good because they're also suppressive.
I'm just trying to figure out.
He could actually suppress Chewie.
There must be an angle we can see.
3 surges.
Yeah, I believe the front nose of the thing is slanted and like it's silhouetted.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I think Bad Batch could have, but they already activated. I think they could have put a speed 1 and onto the edge of the temple.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But 2 suppression.
Yeah, I think if Chewie doesn't pull off that
Let me see if I
suppression,
could get some like
no way of getting to.
hand camera action going.
How did he only take 1 wound? With 3?
He has reliable 2. So he rolled 3 surges.
Doesn't he have to flex this turn, or am I not remembering the command card correctly?
Agreed, Evan.
Does Chewie pick up the flex this turn, or does he just turn to red save? Or is that only if you're space to base?
Either way, Droidicas are immune to flex for the wounds, but yeah,
they're immune to flex for the wounds, which is important, but
I think he does still pick
Chewie
it up.
on the surge on the red save.
Yeah, I think it does.
I don't know. I don't play Yoda, so.
What are we looking for?
We're looking for Chewbacca's command card, the size 1.
Yes, yeah, Chewie does gain deflect.
So Chewie should have blocked all 3 of those.
Yeah. Now the Droidicas don't take any wounds.
They don't take any wounds, but you still pick up the surge on defense, right?
Yeah.
Is that the clone commando? Or commander?
That's the phase.
Yeah,
Well,
looks
not
like he
phase
moved
1
into
infantry.
Yeah. Looks like he just double moves up.
Yeah.
I think Bushman's trying to probably clear out as much as he can this round, and then make a push next round. Yeah. If I had to guess.
Which I respect.
I'm gonna go check on some of the other games going on.
Okay.
If you're doing that, do me a favor and check out. I think it's table 51. Is
51?
Brett and Joe.
Brett and Joe. Okay.
Yeah, Brent Renko and Dr. Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I'll recheck that.
All right. You want to hop in?
We're going to be calling Hard Dice down soon. They're going to get a few extra minutes.
Okay. All right. Hard dice sounds. Stream table. Get a couple extra minutes.
Is it hard dice down or is it end of the
I think it's.
time? Those are two very different things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Isn't there usually like a 15-minute like?
Let me see if I can remember.
Okay.
Real quick. Hard Dice down. So we're going to. We're calling for Hard Dice at the start.
Oh, okay. So let's start.
Yeah. Let's start with that. Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the calling it that they said is to start that 15-minute runoff.
Okay.
Which that's gonna drastically affect this game if it doesn't go into a round 5 right now.
Those clones are definitely.
The clones, if this game continues, I think are in a very strong spot. But as it stands on this bottom POI, if this only goes to like round 3, round 4, that's heavily favoring the CIS here.
Yeah. Because like if it goes to round 5, like you can clear a lot of the droids.
And with
dividends right now.
with them giving us that warning, that's probably plus or minus 5 minutes from where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Time management skills are very important when you come to an event like this.
I think he has it all.
You know, it's not a weeknight that you're playing where you can take 4 or 5 hours. You know, that 2.5 hour time is critical to keep in mind.
We got Chewbacca moving up. Shot of Yoda. Chewie also cleared his
You have a half range
suppression.
over here.
Yeah.
So there's that Yoda. So definitely within that guidance range right there. And you know, this is that exact
Does Chewbacca keep his? Never mind.
So Yoda's gonna guidance Chewie.
Yep, here it is. And this is exactly what we were talking about before with those standbys of, you know, I liked the idea of trying to suppress Chewie, but the reality is, you know, having that standby to then react, move, and block out the movement here, really critical. Oh, Yoda has force push.
And then I will. Yoda's second action will be melee.
Yep.
Oh, this is a brilliant play by Bushman.
So now he controls that objective.
He's controlling that objective.
He'll get 2 for the.
3. Here's
Dodge
2.
one off.
Yes. So 2 left. And it's Pierce.
Here's 2, yeah.
And that's the round. I think you score
3.
1, 2, 3. I score 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it's still not enough.
Well, he's up on marked targets. Yeah, that takes us 5-5.
Marked targets
we,
again.
We are dead even in score going into round 4.
Bad Batch, obviously.
Yeah. B1.
The B2.
Yeah, sorry, B2. Droidicas. The other B2.
Okay.
Yours is them.
Yeah.
And these ones?
Yeah, because it was the non-reds. And then Bad
So, yeah,
Batch.
so it's them
Or
and then-
Commando and Bad Batch.
Back Commando.
Is your volume okay? I can take it.
Alright. This one was Chewie's wound. That was round 3. That was 3? Yeah.
Yeah. 9 to 4. Yeah, clean up.
I already did. Those are reliable tokens.
Ah, but
Sorry, I already took suppressions.
oh, you've kept tech, yeah?
No, not tech. Echo has reliable.
Oh, yeah, Echo. Echo's reliable. Okay.
It's probably going to be Dooku's 2-pip, right?
I would imagine it would have to be, yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else he would play right now. That speed 2 is going to be critical.
Maybe Yoda's 1-pip, I guess. That was stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Dooku's 3-pip is what I would have
But
played.
you could like force lightning
Yeah,
pull away.
because you force push Bad Batch away, and then you strike him with lightning and catch him even farther back.
3 health left on Dooku.
3 left, yeah.
So 5-5. This is the make or break with time being as close as it is. Probably not making it to round 5 here.
Yeah. Everything as is.
And he doesn't have Relentless this turn, does he?
No.
It's like I would be speeding to try to kill that B2 one, so you get at least that point.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, one has to go to Yoda.
That evens it up. Point
Dodge.
And I don't. Let's see, that B2 in the bottom corner is 9 health with a worker droid.
And
So I don't think
probably
anything
give
here
it
is
to
threatened by the
Bad Batch.
commandos in terms of
Uplink on
being
commandos.
eliminated. So it really all comes down to trying to make sure that that point is not capped again by Yoda and friends.
Yeah.
Then one question. When I withdraw, can I climb?
No, I don't think it's going to tie to round 5. It's pretty much going to end on time in round 4.
It's not action.
We've got a question to the judge about when you perform a withdrawal.
You
Can
can
you
scout
climb?
climb, right?
You cannot scout climb, I don't think.
How would you scout? Isn't scout at the beginning of the game?
Well, scout's at the beginning, but the argument was if you can scout climb, you can withdraw climb.
Oh.
But I don't believe you can scout climb because it's a speed X move, not a move action.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's not up to us, it's up to the judges.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes to
How
Bad
long
Batch. He said we're getting extra time.
Okay.
He didn't say how much.
I'm trying to listen and see if I can
And then-
tell what the judge told them. But I
original time he
I guess
has
we'll
like
find out soon.
all your orders out.
Oh, I guess we got the lunch break. There, so
Yeah, we have the lunch break next.
Then one over there.
Welcome back, Austin.
Two orders.
And a few
Third
updates.
order then.
Brett is in a heated game of shifting priorities and
And then Dooku will issue
mark
one
targets. So it's
to the commander.
when I left, his opponent was deciding whether or not to change of plans. My ally is the Force, and I think Brett still had Serve, not Serve, Son of Skywalker available. So I think he was thinking long and hard.
Decision.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to tell him to, basically play Son of Skywalker? So, yeah, it looked like his game was pretty close. Checked in on my brother. He, as soon as he's doing okay. But as soon as I walked up, he rolled his defense dice, or I think the Rebel player rolled his sleeper attack dice, got a full boat, shot into Magnas and heavy cover. I mean, they had a dodge and everything. And then as I walked up, Dylan rolled his defense dice, and they got one shot.
Well,
A full 8 health Magna squad with
you gotta
a dodge. Got
you
one
gotta
shot.
turn down your luck stealing powers.
Oh, I
around
guess
your brother, man.
Judge rolled to withdraw climb.
We never.
Or did
can't.
Or,
Yeah, you
okay,
can't.
Unless.
I would imagine because you can't. But
Well, I see a Bad Batch just moved on top of the Star
Well.
Wars.
Withdraw, so you can withdraw climb.
Chat has said that you cannot.
yeah, I also am under the impression that you cannot. I think that was it was not one of the head judges. It was one of the helper judges that made that rule. And I don't think it was called correctly.
So for everybody else, 15 minutes till hard dice down.
So they're only around 3.
Or you're in four.
Around
Or
4.
4, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Dooku's 3 pip and Yoda's 2 pip. So yeah, that looked like a disengage climb, and then a second climb to get on the other side of that POI from Bad Batch.
Isn't disengage take all of your action?
No, not anymore.
Oh, you disengage. Yeah, that's right.
It's a single action. You can't perform any attacks. You cannot re-engage into melee. But you still get your 2 actions as long as you're not surprised. A good change, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's I mean, in a world where gun lines, are going to struggle just because mobility is kind of the name of the game, I think it helps gun lines not get, completely bogged down by melee threats. No, they have 15 minutes to finish this round, so they
So
won't
we
get
might-
into 5.
Unless they go very fast.
Somebody says new forum post on the withdraw climb.
That allows it.
Maybe. I mean, I think withdraw may just say a move action, a speed 1 move action, and you can climb.
I appreciate the ability for the forums to give us clarifying answers.
Yeah.
But it does suck when you have to tell a member to go over here, or
And you
it's
can
like
climb
a
up
question
to
that
withdraw.
constantly gets
Well,
asked.
it's
Thanks,
also
Seth.
it's also a matter of knowledge of whether or not a new forum ruling has come out, because that drastically changes how the game is played.
Yeah. Okay, I guess you could climb up over the draw.
You know what? This is good to know. I'm glad that I'm learning this now and not tomorrow.
Although, when are you going to be withdrawing with Wookiees, man?
That's not important.
I mean, I guess you're shooting Wooks, yeah.
It's more what my opponent is able to do when they're withdrawing from me.
Yeah.
Shooting Wookiees don't care about being in melee. You should know this from Cherokee last year.
Yeah, I know.
I had, 3 wounds left alive on the table?
Yep. Well, and I didn't realize until after I shot them. I was like, man, I actually probably shouldn't have shot the Wookiees and gotten them within range to move into melee and kill Anakin before he went. I was like, yeah, I didn't think that one through.
That wasn't Anakin, that was Maul.
Huh?
You're playing
Cherokee.
Shadow Tactics.
Yeah. Sorry,
This was prior to 2 sets.
Sorry. Yeah, I was talking about the finals of Cherokee. Or Crucible.
Yeah, well,
When,
the
I
final
shot your shooty Wooks Yeah. Oh yeah, the Cherokee one where you had 3 boxes on.
I had 3 boxes. Chewbacca had 1 health, and a shooting Wookiee had 2 left. And I had 3 out of 5 recover boxes.
Yep.
Not my prettiest game, but I'll take a win against you when I can get it.
Yeah. Look, hey, what was it they said back in the day? You gotta slay a few dragons to get to the princess. You know.
Yeah.
That was
We've had our fair share of fisticuffs in tournaments over the years.
So Druidka's backstepped and shot into Bad Batch. Bad Batch lost in the model.
Okay. So Bad Batch down to 4 health.
Withdraw also triggers tactical and agile for what it's worth.
Yeah, because it's still a move.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good trick.
Considering that you're always in terrain, probably.
Yeah. Especially if you don't want to be in melee and you can withdraw. Obviously, the stars kind of have to align, but if you withdraw up and you're trying to avoid being in melee, you can try to block off space for them to actually get into base contact with you. So if you're trying to elude something that you do not want to be in melee.
So really, the crux of the game here is these 7 activations.
Yes.
4 for Republic, 3 for CIS.
Yeah. Dooku did play his 2-pip, or his 3-pip, so he can move and push and potentially kill. No, he has to shoot the thing. So he can move 2 off, but he can also move on himself.
It's looking like a good situation.
Yeah,
this
one
over here is just kind of lost. Smart move, moving to mark target out of line of sight.
Yep.
Don't want to give your opponent 3 points.
Yeah. Well, and they still have Katarn up, so I don't think
it's going to be very. It would absolutely take 2 shots.
Clone commandos are the best target unit in the game in most cases.
Yeah,
I think.
But a B2 plus a full double step B1 with a
Well, no, he has. Oh no, they've already activated the commandos.
Well, the commandos have at this point, but I'm saying that's why he activated the commandos to pull them away. Because otherwise, mathematically, even with Qatari, they should go down to that.
Yeah. I mean, to those 2 squads themselves. I mean, they still have a shield up. They have a dodge.
Okay, so there's the 15-minute runoff for stream table called.
How's it go? Yeah, good. Yeah, is your pack up? Can you hear that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah, with having 4 to 3, so this is Yoda's 2-pip turn, yeah. Oh,
You're gonna move me if you want to.
Yoda does have a play to make on his 2-pip turn after the super attack activates. So Yoda can push and panic.
The thing with all of the relentless going into the Droideka, if they can
No, I don't think you do anything with Droidekas. Yoda can move onto the planet, panic, and he can attack twice, panic, the super attack, because suppression comes off after.
Yeah.
No. So you put 4 suppression.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because Dooku's nearby.
Yeah, with relentless.
Yeah.
I think you just take out the Droideka. They already have, 2 wounds on them?
Yeah.
So you need to do 4 wounds, but between, 3 relentless?
Oh, his burst of speed is also up, isn't it? Yeah.
So Yoda just goes in there, smack. Then it's 4 to 2. And Dooku really has to do a lot of work.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I just don't know if Dooku can do it.
I'll activate the commander.
He doesn't have enough dice to kill Chewie. Yoda's full health, but has a dodge, so he can't kill Yoda with just one swing.
Did you guys end up finding more people or not?
And he will shoot Bad Batch. Okay.
Going for the Bad Batch kill.
Yeah, I think with
One. Two.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Jordan
No,
has had the.
I have got an 8 token.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, come on. There's another suppression.
Just 2 more and they failed.
Did you say 6, is it?
Has to
No,
be
actually,
Yoda's
because
courage, right?
Yoda's
Eight.
nearby.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be panicking.
Panicking is only when you rally. Technically panic, you can use the leader's coverage.
But what does it say for not scoring?
If you're panicked, you don't score.
Okay, so I won't be panicking.
I haven't activated Dooku yet.
Right.
Force Lightning, Suppression, Suppressive, 2 more, takes you to 6.
Right.
So it takes their scoring away.
Suppression just adds
8.
1. Yeah, so it would take them 6.
You can't, I don't think you can use.
It's still not.
You've got to use your own. I don't think.
I'm pretty sure.
I believe coverage is
Judge,
only for valleys.
For scoring at the end of the round, checking your suppression, does that use your commander's courage if he's in range?
I thought coverage was only for valley.
It's a passive, automatically checking. It's like a what's the word? on
He
that?
needs 8 suppression to panic.
Yeah,
Even at the end of the round
he needs
for
8
scoring, is
suppression.
it?
It's
I appreciate it.
I thought it was only for valley,
passive effect.
not for scoring.
Joe, I'm lucky I made it here this morning. I will not indulge in any more.
Okay, but it was my turn and I hadn't activated yet?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Also, what are we doing if we're not having drinks on stream?
I did have a drink. I had a shot. I'll have one per round.
Listen, all we're doing
First
is sitting here talking. A little libation.
Are you saying I should make a drinking game of every time something happens?
Listen,
Yes.
let's get a bottle, and round 2 is going to become very interesting.
I'll dodge one off.
2 left.
So I did the
What is your channel rated, sir?
I did the typical wake up, nope, never drinking again,
Man.
and I'm in the 24-hour
What
phase.
were all of you doing yesterday?
We went to the Golden Tiki.
My save has just not been nice.
It's your
It
turn.
was a good time.
Okay.
That was a
I'm
point.
gonna be putting that in the blog. It was a cool place.
Yeah, it was one, yeah.
There were very lewd signs and posters all around, and we happened to sit near the nude pirate.
Oh,
So,
okay.
it was Blackbeard was exposing himself to us.
When in Vegas.
Yeah. But yeah, we just had a bunch of drinks. I had the flame. What was it called? It was called the
Oh, cool.
Navy Shag or Navy Grog or something.
Red up to
No
6.
dodge. Job done.
Which player is which?
Red Bushman's blue.
Bushman's blue.
Yeah, he.
He's going to
Where
Bring
did
a-
we eliminate for the mark target?
commando back. And
Are you sure about
aim
that?
shoot Dooku.
Aim shoot
Yeah,
Dooku.
Bushman.
Because
Heavy cover.
they just took
Yeah.
I think they just took out the B2s.
I don't think that
The
was
super
their
squad.
mark target.
Spend aim.
B2s.
Spend commando.
You know what?
Well,
Chat will tell us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Chat's great at that. Chat. What was the mark
I
target
think
that
so.
got eliminated?
I don't know about mark targets, but someone's talking about the courage value.
Okay, I'll
It's the
dodge
panic
one
at
off.
the end of the round.
Oh, yeah. Peter says Coyote Ugly is the place to be.
Time to what?
Can confirm. Heard
no.
good things. Might go.
It was only 2. Oh no, because you.
I'm not
yeah.
sure what the decision was. I'm sorry.
Takes one.
Oh,
We
Zane
don't have the
asked.
judges mic'd up, so it's
so
hard to
Zane-
hear.
Zane asks a good question. What are the win conditions for both players? So let's just confirm that the VPs are accurate.
Oh, yeah, let me check.
Okay. So Bushman's clear. He's got his home point.
So that's
down
one.
there. So he's getting 1 there. So that will tie them.
So
Scott is also going to get his one.
yeah, but he's getting another 2 here,
And he's going to get another 2 there.
which means
Get 3 there.
to take us to kill Bushman.
Bushman has to kill the Droideka and win this point.
Bushman must win that point.
Yeah.
And the path to do so is killing the Droideka
They've
because
gone over that, mate.
Dooku can take 2
Dodge.
units off of that
Dodge.
this turn.
Yes.
Dodge.
And Bushman has to not lose a marked target. So, Bushman has done a lot more killing.
You can't attack twice.
Huh? Dooku can attack twice, but force push, and then his lightning this turn
Yeah,
results in a speed 2 move.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll activate
Now-
the B ones over there.
Yeah, this marked target does have to survive down here.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
They're out of half, yeah? They're out of half.
What?
They're out of
yeah,
half,
because
yeah?
Scott got that point last time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Halfway.
Yeah, so no, it is
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Bushman
yeah.
is going to win MVP. But what needs to happen
So-
is, right,
up
it's a
one.
wash on both home points. They each get 1. They each get 2 from enemy points. That's a good question.
Yeah,
Well, I guess he's got that point since the commando's already activated.
Yeah,
I mean, he does, but what does a double move do for you?
Yeah, he should have tried to kill the commandos, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, he may not have
probably
been able
can't
to
fit
get.
all the
Probably can't get line of sight.
Yeah, he may not have been able to get line of sight, but so the answer to Zane's question, when could? Yeah, you're welcome, Zane. Answer to your question is Bushman has to kill the Droidekas to get the mark target VP, and then that will put them to tie on VPs, and I believe Bushman will have it on Kid. So that appears to me to be the win condition.
I would concur. I would concur.
Actually, I don't know if Dooku could make it there with a double move. He could deny Bushman.
He can't take it though.
No, but he'll still deny him. Just by being.
But that's just denying
Right,
one
but then
point.
you're giving up 2 VPs.
Yeah.
He's already giving up 2 VPs.
No, he's not. Well, not if Dooku has smart
Yeah.
play.
So, all right. So actually, there is a move that Scott can make. We'll see what he does.
Dooku still has his burst.
I think do the tally.
Defense.
Do the tally.
Yeah.
6. Okay. So that would mean Bushman gets 1, 2, and then 3. He's gonna get 1, 2, 3. That puts him in 1.
We are hard dice down for the rest of the tournament. Also,
The stream table has extra time.
they
Yeah,
do.
stream table has extra.
Stream table's got maybe give or take 6 or 7 minutes. But LJ gave us a little card for us to shout out for Jerry's Game Shop, who is a sponsor this weekend.
Yeah, Seth, they
Do we
definitely
want to show up.
definitely want to take standbys. I would agree. It's this literally could be as simple as
That's that.
Dooku double moving.
So
as
we have
late as
Jerry's
possible.
Game Shop.
He has to survive.
15% off.
15% off with code tournament.
But he could very well just double move to the back point and then
Scan the QR
beat
code. Let me get the
one
QR
victory
code.
point.
I like that you're whispering while we're trying to do a sponsor.
50% off. Code tournament.
This is efficiency, folks. at
Jerry's
its
Game Shop.
finest.
Thank you for sponsoring the stream.
Thank you.
Should we have a camera on us?
Action's all
See
over
this
there.
beautiful face? Everyone wants to see Austin's face.
Action's all over there. Yeah, it's it could get sketchy.
It's
I
listen,
think
this game in the next 6 minutes could swing either way.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
But one of the things that the players
Dooku just died. We just missed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a
the
good
game
start.
could swing any way in the next 6 minutes. Okay, anything could happen.
See, I think it happened during the promotion. So.
Yeah,
Listen,
Funny how that works, huh?
people are handing me promotions. I'm just trying to.
I'm a
fulfill
distraction.
My duties.
Okay?
It's when you go to commercial break at the Ross.
Yeah. It's like going to commercial for the game-winning field goal attempt.
Yeah.
50-yard attempt, and we're just gonna cut to commercial.
Yeah. The new Shakaroni. $12.99.
$12.90.
Yeah, definitely think always have to.
I mean, with Dooku dying, not being able to push 2 people off or another dive.
Bushman,
Like, Dooku was the
Bushman was going to win
playmaker.
this point anyways.
Agree to disagree.
No, he's got one,
Well,
two,
he's
three,
gonna win it
four.
now,
Yeah.
but when Dooku is still around.
No, I mean he has push too. So their push is just
Yeah, but Yoda would have to go first, holding Dooku to the end.
Yeah, well, and he's gonna go last.
What killed Dooku?
The clones in the bottom right shot over.
He had 3 wounds left
Yeah.
in heavy cover.
Yeah.
With surging red. That's bad dice.
I got some command.
So first swing from Yoda onto the droideka.
Yeah. So it's looking like probably.
I think this right here is probably sealing the game in.
You tried.
They really did, but Pierce too, still doing horrible things.
Oh yeah,
So there's the droideka, there's the mark target.
mark target and objective.
Now, yeah. Because this is going to drive our game to kill points, and with Dooku off the field, I think that's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah. If I'm right, blue is at 6 points.
Yeah.
There's the handshake.
There's the handshake.
So it would be a red one. No, sorry, not red.
Blue.
Blue one.
Whoever Bushfacts is.
Bushfacts.
I gotta be honest, I still have not locked into who's blue and who's red. I came to the show late, and that was my first mistake.
Better late.
Keep them 2.
Right.
But, no, right.
Sure.
I guess you guys have to.
There you go. It's yours.
Do you guys want to join in on it too, or?
I mean, let the players discuss.
Okay.
Be some chatty catties.
Yeah, Streams heard our voices for the last. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading nutritional facts off of our pretzels, so.
Oh,
no,
Damn.
no, at the beginning.
Wow,
At
I
the
see.
beginning, at the very beginning. So.
Well, I see how it is.
Yeah, I gotta.
Force me to go on stream and treat me like this.
Okay, let me just a little bit more out of the way so we can see the board. All right, so what did you guys want to talk about that? Talk about your game?
Yeah, we're talking about like his initial game plan there. Go for it. You were in the middle.
Yeah, so my initial game plan was to put 2 big units over the one side to start forcing him to put his units the other side. It was working because he only had the one commander who was right over the other side of the table. So kept putting units down and he kept forcing over that side. But I thought, okay, he had nearly everything over that side. My plan was just to sweep to keep 2 and hopefully keep my home one. But as you can see from the from my dice, they absolutely just left me.
They were not.
So they were not happy.
Well, I mean, they were really good at the beginning when the B2s survived, like all of that.
Yeah, that was about the only decent ones. But my cover, I just don't know where they were today. Bad Batch. They shouldn't have been there. I'll be honest, they shouldn't have been there.
What was it, like 14 hits you had on him?
It was 11 hits.
No, this is Dooku's.
Yeah, Dooku's
so
11 hits.
Dice.
14 dice.
Oh yeah, that was.
And I think it was 3 non-paint
Yeah,
out of 14.
3 wounds. And I was,
11 out of 14 is pretty steep.
Yeah, that was a very interesting attack. I'm sure if you rewatch the stream, you have some thoughts on that, but.
It was tough call. I mean, the Bad Batch were a point, so like I see the value in it. I was trying to juggle with Yoda to counter where he was going to go with Dooku. I did see that he was like trying to split me, trying to draw with the big units. I did not expect that B2 squad to survive as long as it did. It was
That changed the red dice.
It was like
really good.
yeah, it was like 6 solid attacks into him or something.
yeah, my plan with Dooku was I was hoping to finish off Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And then, because I keep you disappoint me to last, anything around there, I can push one away, and after the attack then, it's a two speed move away. And that's what I was looking at. As soon as he died by there, I was like, plan's gone.
Yeah, the game's pretty much called there.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing on stream.
Thank you very much.
Glad to have
No
you.
problem.
Good game.
Cheers.
Great
Thank
watching
you.
it.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys.